The Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, December 18th, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How is everybody doing? Good? Woo. Take roll call. Carmen?
Here.
Pap?
Hello, Michael.
Spat? No. Galvin?
Present.
Gio? Gio. I know he hit the Starbucks, so I know he's on his way.
Still refusing to go to the other one.
I think so. I don't really know. I haven't asked him in a long time. I can't ask him right now. He's not here. Let me see if he texts me. Oh, he did text me. Hold on.
Oh, this is not going to look good on his review, Michael.
No, well, you know what? May not. Hold on.
Joe, make sure you let Dizzy know.
No, I think he already knows. He's paying attention.
It's bumper-to-bumper traffic on 41 because the train rails are down and won't go back up. And he sent me video. I'm afraid he's going to curse, so I got to shut it off.
Is it though? Was it real video from today?
I mean,
can we prove that?
Gio just put in AI, show me
Yeah.
railroad crossings.
What is the most amazing AI that you've seen so far?
One of the weirdest things we talked about it the other day was Joe Biden and Donald Trump fighting. Did you see that? It looks like it's an inauguration, and they're sitting there, and then they just start fighting all weird and stuff. It's so gross. I
can't wait till AI is so good that we look back at that and go, oh, look how fake that looks.
Oh, yeah, like Star Wars.
Right.
You know, like original Star Wars, you're like, oh, yeah, that was amazing. You know what I mean? But, it's going to be next week that good, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I see a video every once in a while. I don't know who makes it or what they do, but it's fishermen in the ocean, like in the middle of nowhere, and they look like they're probably of Indian descent or something like that. And they are like you ever see what was that movie with the boat captain, Captain Ray? I am the captain now. What is the name of that movie?
Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips, where they're in they're in the Strait of Hormuz or one of those places, and this video shows them with sea creatures coming up out of the water, not attacking, but just like swimming by. And now they got one where they pull a woman who's trapped in a buoy, and she's got mermaid feet, but it's not pretty. It's all like if she was living in the water, she's all like rusted out and stuff.
Oh, I saw a thing the other day, and it was somewhere like in the Middle East or something, and they're driving a truck, and they're trying to kind of go up this gravelly hill and stuff, and it's nighttime, and they're outside, and they're trying to help push this truck, whatever, and then all these creatures just walk up.
Oh,
like
that's so great.
Yeah, like long arms, and they're kind of walking with their hands on the ground and stuff. It's like so creepy and weird.
Yeah, I wonder, what Steven Spielberg, where he's at with this stuff. You know, like with James Cameron. If we're watching this stuff that some kid made, what are we thinking is Steven Spielberg operating on?
Well, I can tell you just the video games. Like they have the Madden, the football stuff. They have the shadows. They have the stuff from the lights from the scoreboard, the reflection in there. Like it's unbelievable how good that is. And now you see it all the time in the NFL where they have the handheld camera. And they go up, and everything is like out of focus except for the player, and it looks like a video game, or the video game looks like that. You can't even tell the difference.
It's amazing. It's amazing how the quality.
Yeah.
Then the other thing, I was watching some more news about the drones last night.
Yeah.
And I really thought about something. I think Donald Trump said it best. We know what it is. We know what we're doing. They're not ready to talk about it yet, and whatever. But the spokesman for the White House is like, hey, listen, you also have to take into consideration. A lot of people have drones. There's a lot of, there's a lot of phone calls that we're getting are legal drones, and people are reporting stars. They see stars. He goes, we spent 20 minutes looking at Orion's belt the other day because somebody reported it as 3 different drones hovering above their house.
Just imagine how many people panic and have no idea what any of that stuff is drones.
Yeah.
Whether it's a drone, whether it's a star, whether it's this or that, whatever, and they freak out and they're calling. I would imagine that they're getting calls all the time of people that have no idea what it is.
Would you ever call the police?
No, I mean,
like for that?
No.
Like if you saw something in the sky, I don't know who I'd call. I don't know that I'd necessarily call Tampa PD or a sheriff's office.
Well, I think
like something's hovering.
I think you do, because then they get in touch with the proper people. You know what I mean? Like
my phone call starts like, hi, I'm not sure that I'm calling the right spot.
Right. Yeah.
No.
But I mean, how many people are calling the FBI? You can call the FBI, but you have to look up the number and stuff. Whereas 911, everybody knows 911.
I'll never forget when the FBI called me when I lived in Wesley Chapel at 8:00 on a Friday night and left me a message. Agent Johnson from the FBI, please give us a call back. And I called back the number that they called me on, and it was, in fact, the FBI. And the lady was like, we don't have an Agent Johnson. I go, if you did, would he be calling me at 7:00 or 8:00 on a Saturday night? And she goes, maybe if it was in an investigation. I go, did I just get pranked? She's like, I think so. I said, okay. But man, if the FBI is calling you at 8:00 on a Saturday, that's never good.
Yeah.
Even if they're calling to tell you to protect you from something, it's still never good.
If the FBI is calling you, or if UPS is texting you saying you have a package.
If I had all the packages that UPS emailed me about, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Did you see Nancy that texted me the other day?
I think so.
I invited her to the satanic ritual.
Yeah.
The first time they ever wrote back to me.
Oh.
I got a text, and usually the texts go like this, and I know you know because you all get them. It said, hey, are we still going out Tuesday? And I didn't answer, and then it wrote back, and it said, oh, my God, this is Nancy, or are you my friend Marie? I think I dialed the wrong number.
Whoops.
Well, we can be friends anyway.
Yeah.
You got to hit me up on WhatsApp and the whole thing there. But I write back to them, and I just assume that it's a machine that does it. So Nancy wrote to me and said, hey, are we going out Tuesday? It's Nancy. And I wrote back, hey, Nancy, from the, she said, do you remember me? And I said, from the satanic ritual. And we went back and forth talking about satanic rituals. And then at the end, she wrote, I'm the CFO of a company, and this is a conversation we shouldn't be having. And I'd please remove my number. And I was like, no. And then the next day I texted her again and said, Nancy, we down or what? She hasn't written back yet. But I wonder if I thought it was all automated, but I guess not.
It depends. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's some people. Well, and I'm sure the first text is always like a cold text. And if you text back, then it goes to somebody. But the first text is probably all automated. The new one right now is your checking account has a pending thing. Go check on it.
Yeah.
And it gives you an amount, and it's like we're trying to give you $3,000. What's happening?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Give us your correct bank information.
Right.
Who is falling for that?
A lot of people.
I know.
The same people that think that Elon Musk is flirting with them and needs to borrow.
That's true.
Give me $50,000 and I'll give you $20 million tomorrow.
Because it did say it came from my actual bank. It wasn't like
right.
This is Wells Fargo, and I don't have Wells Fargo. It was my actual bank, and then but the link wasn't blue, and also I just went to the actual app to check.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Who do we know that would get fooled by that? Like, you think your dad would get fooled by that?
He might
now. Just because of his age.
A little bit, yeah, because,
Not because he's not a smart guy, just because the technology for, he's an older guy.
Just confused a little bit, like, what? Oh,
also he comes from a world where there wasn't a lot of that, a lot of scamming. It's a nicer place. So, I don't know. I'm sure my grandparents would have lost their mind on that kind of stuff. No.
I had to help a lady change her password to her email because I was trying to get her a document.
Was it Ann Kelly?
No, I was trying to get her a document, and she needed it like pretty quickly, and she was like, oh, my email, it's da-da-da. And she had an iPhone and an iPad, but she didn't have a laptop, and they weren't synced or whatever. So anyway, I had to sit on the phone with her for like 20 minutes and help her reset her password. And then she was like, oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah, but see, you're a good person. I'd be buying stuff on her account now.
No. But it wasn't anything like that. Like, she just needed a letter. And then I just wanted to make sure she got it, you know? And then on top of that, she didn't live here. And she was like, I may not be able to get a hold of my grandkids and this and that. I was like, it's fine. I'll help you.
Carmen, do you know what I do to help old ladies all the time?
No.
What do you?
No.
Jesus.
What?
Get stuff off the top shelf in the grocery
Yes.
store. All the time. And it's so funny, too, because I can see it before it even happens. I see them kind of looking around like, I can't reach it. And then they lock eyes with me, and I go, yeah, I'll do it. You know, like they don't even have to ask anymore.
I got you.
All right.
That wasn't an old lady. That was me, guys.
Poor Joe. When's the last time that happened when you couldn't reach something?
Every day.
Really?
Yeah. Yesterday?
Dude, I was thinking about it. Joe, even now, maybe, is wearing your son's jackets.
Yeah.
He wears your son's jackets all the time. Not your son's jackets, your son who is 17 years old now. Your son's jackets that he gave away when he was 11 years old.
That's
because
right.
They were too small for him.
Yeah, his 16-year-old stuff I can't wear.
No,
Right,
no,
too
no.
big.
It's too big.
He is literally wearing 11-year-olds jackets that
Yes.
the 11-year-old grew out of.
Yes.
That's wild.
That is pretty amazing.
Lucky.
You're lucky in one aspect for that. Like he can't reach stuff off the top shelf, but he can shop in the Garanimals section.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
lucky
But-
there. Like my wife has tiny feet, so she'll buy like Nike Dunks in kid sizes,
And it's
because
way
they're
cheaper.
$50
Yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And belts,
But I mean-
too. I can't buy belts that are men's sizes. I have
Yeah.
to buy kids. I'm serious.
Oh, man.
It's my little ladies.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
This hat that I'm wearing, my son wore it when I took him to New York when he was 3 years old. I'm not even
Wait a
kidding.
minute.
Yeah. You've seen my son. He's big.
Yeah. No, he's normal size.
Well,
Right.
okay. Big to me, though.
He's not a Lilliputian, but
Yeah.
he that's so funny. Yeah, I don't. It works in reverse too, Joe.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're too big to go into places.
Yeah.
Like I can't drive a Corvette. Too uncomfortable.
I went and saw Jason Bonham the other night, and of course, the only other guy that was 6'4" in the whole building, whatever, sat right next to
Really?
me, and we're just touching shoulders the entire time. I'm like, all right, well, I guess this is happening.
It's good for plane rides, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I bet because you can sit in a coach seat and be like a first class seat.
Yeah.
You could probably sit in the middle comfortably.
Very, very comfortable.
You can go in the overhead.
Yeah.
Lay down.
I'm surprised that that's never an option. Not the overhead, but that they don't have some sort of upper level lay down option.
Or remember they used to have the planes that had the spiral staircase that went up to the second floor?
To the bar.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild.
I've been on a plane that has a second floor now, but not that they just had that swinging bar that they used to have back in the day.
Yeah.
And you can go get a little surf and turf at the same time.
You can't take a prisoner across continent if it's not ready to fly.
That's
By the way,
Midnight Run.
one of the greatest lines in Midnight Run is, I have anxiety, I can't fly with her. Sleep through it and just knocks them out.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I've been punched a lot in my life, and I've punched a few people. Never one punch knockout. That seems in the movies to be the hit spot every time.
Yeah, oh yeah. Everyone hits it perfectly.
Yeah, just knock a guy out. You sit next to him, you just hit him, or if you take the butt of a gun and you hit him in the back of the head with
Right.
it, they all just go
They
down.
fall.
Yeah.
More likely is, hey, what the hell did you do that for?
Yeah. Gio is here. What is Gio's frustration level?
Oh, 12.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I hope he spilled some of your coffee
No.
too.
I'll make him go back because he's watching.
Oh. Hold on.
Hey, Gio.
All right.
Look at the bright side. That's a perfect khaki color. That is perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Gio
Make
actually
it.
now brings his own cream with him and puts it in there in case it's too dark.
Dude, look at the TV. See if they show Titus again. They're showing some sort of factory workers, and they're all wearing gray, or like maybe the Gasparilla Bowl guys. Mm-hmm. They're all wearing gray sweatsuits. Then they show Titus, and he's in yellow. I thought he was in jail.
No.
I was like,
Is he in a
Titus
jumpsuit?
Titus is look at him. Look at him. Does he look like he's in jail?
Oh, yeah. That's a nice sweater.
Yeah, but for a second, I just saw those guys behind him, and then I
Right.
saw him. I was like, what did he do? He was so nice, they put him in jail.
Yeah. Too
Titus
nice.
is coming by today, bringing his offensive niceness to the show in the 8 o'clock hour. Gio, how you doing?
Great.
Well, Gio, you made it though, and you made it with the prize. So don't be stressed out.
I had the coffee and everything, but like at 41 and what is it, 54?
Yep.
Like
the
the-
last spot for railroad tracks.
The railroad things are down,
Yeah.
and there's no train. So it's just backed up, and everybody's waiting.
No train.
No train.
Yeah.
Waiting. So finally, I'm like, screw this, and I got to turn around and try and get some. Someone else tried to cut in front, and they almost get T-boned right in front of me.
Yeah,
because they're like, screw it, I'll just go through the red light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
I remember I was such a good kid that my mother said, if you ever see the arms go down on a train, you stop and wait for that train to pass by. And the arms came, we were walking, and the arms came down on the train, and I could look, and the train was probably 2 miles away, just moving at slow train speed. And I just stood there and waited. Instead of just walking over the track, I waited for it to come. It probably took 20 minutes.
There's never traffic in that area. I sat there for like 10 minutes, and then I see a cop with his lights on coming. I'm like, oh, perfect. He's going to probably direct traffic. So he's getting through all the traffic. His lights, I can see him behind me, gets up to the intersection, just drives off.
Right through, yeah. He's like, I'm not going to sit here like these idiots.
I got business.
Yeah, that's when I said, I got to turn around.
See, my grandpa worked for the railroad, and that is something you do not mess with.
Yeah.
You do not cross that line. Like if it starts flashing and the things start coming down and there's that line, if you're over it, you're going.
Yeah.
And do not pass it, do not get on it. That is a big no.
It's got to be a malfunction, though, because I was there for at least close to 10 minutes without being able to move.
Do you think you were at Malfunction Junction?
Possibly.
That may have been,
It had to be.
That may have been the problem.
So I had to go all the way back to Collier and try and cut around.
Now,
Yeah.
are you still going to your Starbucks? You're not going to the other one where the guy wants to help you?
No, we don't go to that Starbucks.
No?
No.
Because it's further, or?
Yeah, it's further. Yeah, it's out of the way.
Are there trains in the way, though?
There are at least two trains you have to pass.
All right.
So
Okay, all right.
the obstacles are increased.
I went out late night last night
Oh, party. What's going on?
Why?
and got drunk.
No. How'd that happen?
I have awesome neighbors.
Yeah?
My neighbor texted me last night and said the other neighbors were over. She had a afternoon party at her house. Some people came over, and then they were like left over. And she was like, the other neighbors are over and we're having food and drinking and hanging out. And I was like, I'm 1 foot in the bed already. There's no way. And then I had to wait up for Juliana to come home when she was with a friend. I mean, there's only like 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then Juliana came home, and I went to go get her, and I thought, maybe I'll just pop in and not be rude and say hi, go over there. I like them. They're good people. And I went over there. Hour later, couple of glasses of wine. I'm like, I got to go to bed. I got to be up in a couple hours.
Isn't this one single now? Is that?
I don't know. Way to put.
Oh.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think so. Way to put her business out there.
Where was your wife?
I'm sorry, everyone listening. You can see where I pointed.
Well, it's one of two ways.
How do I know that? You said it on the air.
No,
I think so. Yes.
I don't think I said it on the air.
Yeah.
And by the way, she's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's great.
I know. I don't know.
Scumbag.
And she told.
How would I know that?
She told Mike to have you stop texting her.
Yeah.
Well, not single. Leave me alone.
No. They're both my neighbors are married, and
That's
both
great.
were with their spouses.
Happily ever after.
For now.
Well, I don't know. God, Jesus.
For now.
Because I end up getting somebody.
I was
divorced.
talking about my neighbors.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Divorcees.
Did you see the video I put up last night of the pub crawl from last year? It got me even more excited for this Friday.
Yeah.
Yes. Can somebody figure it out? I don't know whether it's on my end or on your end. I don't know what the deal is. I cannot add your story to my story.
That's in his settings.
But yours too.
No.
Yeah.
No, listen to me. Instagram changed some things. Did you go to the bottom and scroll over to
You
the
gotta
right?
Scroll all the way over.
They moved the
No,
ad
I
to
know.
the story.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can and sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Same thing with Bobby. Bobby put up a video about Killbox being on YouTube, the one he filmed here, and I went to go share it on our page, and it wouldn't let me share it.
And I don't want to screen record it and spend 15 minutes doing it. I just want to hit the thing and be able to put it up. Yeah, and that is the situation. There are some that you can, some that you
wonder
can't.
why.
No, because people, that's a setting. Like, that's an option. People can choose to allow
Right,
people to share it or not, or be able
But like
to.
Mike Olivero shares my stuff on the Bone Instagram all the time.
Right, you tag them, or
No.
you have it as being able. You have yours as opened, like yours isn't private. You
Right,
can,
but Galvin is saying I do have mine as open, and Galvin couldn't share it.
I think there was an update kind of recently. I
Yeah.
think they moved a bunch of stuff around and it probably reset it.
I have to fix
but I
that
never
one.
could.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've talked to him about it a bunch of times before. And same, because remember, whenever you make those things, the guests coming in, you're like, oh, I should just send them to the group so you guys can put them out. Because I'll try and share it, and I can't. And like I said, it may be something on my end.
Yeah.
Because if other people are sharing your stuff and I can't, maybe it's something.
If only we had a video guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Who knew all about that. What?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Actually, Carmen, this is your department.
No.
Yeah.
No, I am not the
100%.
video guy.
It's not video, it's social media, and you're the youngest one. Therefore, you're the youngest one. Therefore, it would be your responsibility.
You are not putting this on me.
I'm
you
just
have
saying,
a video guy.
You
It is
taught a lady how
video.
to change her password. You should be able to fix this for us.
True.
You have a video guy.
Carmen,
that
change
is
my password.
His department.
Yeah.
He should know how to do it.
Fix my Instagram, please.
Yeah.
More settings. Story settings.
No blowback from Under Oath yesterday. I always wait for Under Oath to get really uncomfortable, and it doesn't seem to be. It seems like everybody knows everything now.
That's I think the major problem is we're too honest all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not
I'm gonna
holding
lie
anything
about
back, doing anything. So it's like, all right, we already know.
I found it.
Oh.
Story settings.
Oh.
Yeah. There, if you go to story settings,
Was it a lug nut?
there's you scroll down and it says allow sharing of story.
Yeah.
Let people add your post to their story. Your username will also show up in the post. Click on.
Yeah, mine's on. I wonder if mine's off for Galvin for some reason, like a specific one.
It does
I
say
don't like you.
block Galvin, yes or no.
Yeah, I knew
Does it
that.
say anything about the neighbor being single?
The neighbor is not single. I'm sure her husband enjoys hearing about this.
Anything about it?
Oh,
I didn't
my
say
word.
she was. I said, does it say anything?
There's a lot of neighbors out there. We're not mentioning names.
It could be gym neighbors.
Yeah.
Could be neighbors from the Giants.
Do you know who Jim Neighbors is?
I've heard the name.
I do.
I know you do, Joe. You probably used to watch Gomer Pyle.
I did.
Remember Jim Neighbors was like, oh, golly. And then all of a sudden he could sing.
Golly.
Then he was like, hello.
He's like a songbird. I mean, the guy could really sing.
Yeah. Also, super gay. And once tried to hit on one of my friends. He goes, Jim Neighbors lived in Hawaii, I think. And my guy was from Hawaii.
Seems like a guy that would live in Hawaii, right?
And he said that I don't remember. I don't think he lived in Hawaii. I think he got stationed there or something. And Jim Neighbors ran into him at the airport. And he's like, and this guy was like a good looking, big, muscular guy. And he was a wrestler. And he hadn't gotten wrestling yet. And he said, Jim Neighbors, I met him in the airport and I couldn't believe it was Gomer Pyle. And he was so nice to me. And he just gave me his number and said, if you need anything while you're here. And he goes, it wasn't until years later that I realized what was going on.
Oh, yeah.
Old Gomer Pyle.
Golly.
Golly is right.
Sure like to take a look at that.
I don't think I ever watched that show. I just know it from the jokes.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think I ever watched Gomer Pyle. I did stumble across the Bonanza channel the other day and watched like 3 hours of Bonanza.
Oh, really?
I love that show.
I was never into Bonanza.
Yeah. My great grandfather used to watch it all the time. And I think that I had just seen all the episodes. And I don't know. That's why I think now. Same thing with the Honeymooners. I know a lot of people don't like the Honeymooners, but I've seen it so much when I was a kid. I'm just used to seeing it.
Oh, I used to watch the Honeymooners.
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of older people's programs whenever I was younger. Like
They showed a lot.
Because they were on late night.
Yeah, and I used to watch Benny Hill all the time.
Yeah.
I used to watch.
Didn't you hope that Benny Hill, that eventually there'd be a nipple?
Oh yeah,
Like somebody's got to have a nip slip or something.
because it was in now probably we should ask Mr. Skin if they've ever gone through it because
Yeah.
I'm sure there was.
Because in
but we
England
didn't
they were
see.
allowed to show it,
Right.
so I don't know.
But
if Benny Hill-
also, we just didn't have the technology to rewind and look and do whatever. It may have
Slow
been
down and
something
pause.
fleeting that we had no idea.
Also not in high def, a little blurry.
Yeah.
greatest song ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
They don't make good theme songs anymore.
Seinfeld was the last show at a theme song that I remember.
Friends.
Well, Friends had lyrics. I'm talking about just like a ditty, but yeah. I mean, remember Friends and Cheers and those songs made it to the radio.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. Then MASH.
That's true. MASH was a real song.
Do you remember the talk show host? Do you remember David Allen?
I do not.
He was missing a finger.
No.
And he would always smoke. He was an English guy, whatever. There was another one that I used to watch.
David Allen.
Yeah.
How do I not know who that is? I bet if I saw him, I'd
Yeah,
be
if you
like,
saw him, you'd probably know who he was, whatever. But he was very funny. very good. And I remember watching him and really liking him. I remember not liking Carson just because he was my parents' guy
Right.
and Letterman was our guy. But then when I got older, I realized how good Carson was.
Yeah, I loved Carson. I always used to watch Johnny Carson, and then when I found Letterman, it was like I couldn't believe that there was somebody that I thought like this guy that he was on.
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
When he did the Alka-Seltzer. He had a person wear a suit made out of Alka-Seltzer, and then they lowered them into a water tank.
Yeah.
This is on television. One time he had helium show where when you talked, it had the helium voice like this, which they said they filled the studio with helium, but it was just a microphone processor. And they had Jane Pauley on, and she refused to talk, and then finally she'd say like one word.
She goes,
"Well, Dave, yeah,
I don't."
Yeah, and then they had the 360-degree rotational show that as you're watching it, it would just start turning through, and then for like 15 minutes, it was upside down.
It's funny that you guys relate to Letterman. I'm a little bit younger, and to me, Conan is where I really
was great, man.
And I love Letterman too. I'd watch it, but Conan is the one that I love to watch.
Conan may have had the greatest intro to a show ever. Whenever it was his first show. And it was the lead into the show, whatever. And he's walking down the street, and everyone's like, "Good luck, Conan. Better be as good as Letterman." Everyone was like, "Yeah, better be as good as Letterman," doing the whole thing, whatever. And he's walking through the whole city to get to 30 Rock, and he goes in there and goes into his dressing room and pulls a chair over, puts a noose up, pulls a noose about to go over his head, and they knock on the door, and they go, "You're on, Conan." And he goes, "Now, or do I have him in it?" And they're like, "Right now." And he's like, "All right." That was the greatest thing. That was so funny.
Yeah, he did some great stuff, man.
His first joke was, he said that day they had signed a massive peace treaty in between Israel and Palestine, and Conan said, my teachers from high school said there would be peace in the Middle East before you get a talk show.
Yeah.
Conan did a lot of Letterman stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and not rip off, but he like
Outside
evolved
the box,
it.
completely different. Masturbating bear, all the different.
Masturbating bear was always great.
But it was the same thing in the beginning. I was like, what is this crazy? Who is this guy? And what is he doing? And then when I loved when they did in the year 2000.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, now I kind of see where he's coming from. And then all of a sudden everything else just fell into place. I liked Conan a lot. I liked Conan. I loved Dennis Miller when he had his show.
Dennis Miller is great.
I loved Conan, and then when the whole thing happened with the Tonight Show and he lost it and stuff, he did that documentary, and he seemed like such a dick. He was such a bitter baby.
Yeah.
And it really turned me on him.
Same.
They gave Conan,
exactly the same.
Yeah.
They gave Conan $40 million when they took away the Tonight Show. I would sell this show for half that. I'm saying it wasn't like he got screwed over, but he also got to go on and carry on a TV show, and he had $40 million.
He got $40 million when he already had millions of dollars.
Right,
so
but it was a buyout. You know what I mean?
100%, whatever. But he wanted the Tonight Show. Like that was his dream to have the Tonight Show. So when you already have $30 million. And they gonna give you $40 million. You're like, yeah, that's great, but I wanted that.
Yeah. But he had it for a little while. He had it
for a week.
Remember, they asked him to push it a half hour, and they were going to move Jay up, and he said no because if you move it, it's no longer the Tonight Show. And that was, I'm like, you should just stay there.
Yeah.
Jay's not going to be around much longer. Just stay there, and you're still the host of the Tonight Show.
Yeah, but when they brought Jay back and they did the pre-Tonight Show, that kind of ruined everything.
But it's still the Tonight Show. I don't know.
You know who ruined it is Jay Leno should have said, "I'm out." When they screwed that up and they took him off the air and it tanked, he should have said, "Too late. You guys did this. It's done."
Yeah.
You know, that's. But then again, Conan pushed him out, so he was probably like, "Yeah," and give a little dig back to Conan.
Did he push him out?
Yeah, because. Well, you know, Letterman and Leno were fighting for the Tonight Show, and Helen Kushnick was a real dick to Letterman behind the scenes to screw him over from getting the job. So then when they put Conan in there and the ratings started to fail and they wanted to bring Jay back, Jay came back for that early show. At that point, Jay should have said no, because him coming back and teasing the people before he went back, like, I might be back on the Tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on
But what did Conan do?
What do you mean?
You said Conan screwed Jay.
No, Jay screwed Conan.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
No, Jay screwed Conan by coming back.
I thought you said Conan kind of screwed Jay over or whatever.
Didn't Jay agree to walk away at the end of the third time? Like,
yes, Calvin. You know why? Because, I'm sorry, because Conan was making them put in writing at the time that he would be guaranteed the Tonight Show by a certain date. So that's why he screwed Jay, because they were like, we want to re-sign Jay and we'll give it to you when it's over. And Conan said, no, I want it by this date. So they had to push Leno out.
Yeah.
That was the deal.
I really think Leno, if he, I know you're not friends with everyone, whatever, but if you are and they seemed friendly enough, whatever, and being comic to comic kind of thing, whatever, if Leno would have talked to Conan and said, listen, they're kind of pushing me out. It's going to be your thing. I don't want to, they're saying that I could have it and I don't want to go and do that to you and then push you back. It's going to make me look bad. It's going to make you look weak. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to go to CBS or I'm going to go to Fox or whoever. I'm going to go up against you.
Yeah.
But just so you know.
Well, I remember Jay's argument was like, I'm number one. You're pushing me out, and I'm number one.
Right.
And I've got an entire staff of people here that I'm responsible for taking care of. They're all losing their jobs, and we're all putting on the number one night show.
Yeah. And think about it. He was number one. Everybody liked him. Yeah. It wasn't like they got to get rid of him because he was a douchebag.
Or he did something wrong.
They only didn't want to lose Conan. Right. That was the only reason why.
Yeah.
So Conan really was responsible for pushing Jay out, but also smart move on Conan's part. It's not like Conan was just a bad person. That's what you do in order to get the
he's
job.
Evolving, and
And NBC made the deal. They said, okay, we'll put that in your contract that you get the Tonight Show after what, 2 years, I think it was like 3 or 4 years or something.
And if you don't, you get $40 million.
Yeah.
That's Jesus. That's
Jimmy Fallon's the one that lucked out in all of it.
But also, it just shows you how much money that makes that they could be like, all right, just give him the $40 million. We'll make that back in a couple weeks.
But that documentary, he was just he was such a dick. He seemed bitter and a baby. I'm like, why would you put this out there?
But because he was bitter.
Yeah.
And he was a baby.
It really turned me on him. Like, he just seemed like, I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't need to see all that.
What was on in Letterman's spot when Conan went to the Tonight Show?
Morton Downey Jr.
No, that was on probably.
Letterman was still on, I thought, at that point.
No, yeah, but no. But I mean, when Letterman went to CBS, and when Letterman went to CBS, Conan was on in his old time slot,
right? And
then Conan went to the Tonight Show. What was on?
Jimmy Fallon.
It was Fallon.
Yeah.
Fallon did late night.
Fallon took over Conan's show, and then he got moved up when Jay left.
It all worked out for Jimmy.
Yeah.
When Jay said he was new to it, and it wasn't a big deal for him to be later.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you kind of earning your place, whatever. So I'm going to be on the Late Show, and then I get to go, and then he just took over Tonight Show.
Jimmy was like, I'll ride this out, so whenever Jay's ready to step away, then that's going to be my gig. And now he'll be the host until he wants to be.
Jimmy's still young.
Yeah.
Jimmy's still young. He still does stuff. He evolved. He's doing social media stuff.
I think he's funny. I like Jimmy Fallon.
He is funny. I don't watch the Tonight Show only because I have to get up so early.
The clips is where I see it.
The clips is what. But you know who else I love is Graham Norton, the guy who does it in England.
Yeah.
That guy. I don't understand that show. They'll just bring 4 of the top celebrities in the world out and make them sit there together. Robert De Niro, Denzel Washington, Anne Hathaway, and somebody else, and he'll just talk to them, and the stuff that comes out is fantastic.
Fallon's a little cheesy sometimes, but I don't know.
Fallon's really cheesy. Like, Fallon's funny because he was funny on SNL. He does funny stand-up stuff, whatever. But he is like maybe the number one ass kisser in the world.
He's
like
corporate guy,
which is great for Tonight Show because nobody's going to say no to the Tonight Show. They're going to be like, I know he's not going to ask me anything that's going to embarrass me or anything. He's going to be a sweetheart of a guy. And it just works out. The one thing that annoys me, and everyone's always done it, whatever, stop pretending like it's spur of the moment.
Yeah.
We're going to spin the wheel with this. Shut up. You rehearsed it and everything. Isn't this worked out perfectly?
I did like some of the things that he did. I'm not watching it every night, but I did watch it on the clips and go, that's pretty cool.
Same.
That's pretty cool.
I never got that James Corden guy.
He had some funny stuff, too. I liked him.
I mean, I didn't like his show, but he wasn't so bad.
You could tell he was a bitch, though.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could tell he was a real sassy frassy.
Yeah.
And I'm the host, and then you just want to smack his chubby little face.
But that was a good idea for them to bring in something different.
Yeah. By the way, how about him just disappearing? Like, he just took his money and was like,
well, after that restaurant thing and everyone found out he was such a douchebag.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He was like, I'm out.
But like Eat the Carpool Karaoke, he created that whole thing.
He created that thing on the BAMFs or whatever they are, the British Music Award thing, and did it with George Michael. That was the first one that he ever did of that.
Yeah.
And it got such a huge response. He was like, hey, we may do something with this. Like,
First time he did it here was Mariah Carey, and she didn't want to sing. He was like, it's the whole point. I can't picture him Oh yeah, okay. In my head, I keep trying to picture him. And I keep picturing Fat Andy Richter. But now I got James Corden.
It's funny because I guess Sharon Osbourne had some run-in with him where they didn't get along, James Corden, and she was on with Howie Mandel, and Howie Mandel said, "Yeah, he's mad at me too." And she's like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because I was a producer on a show where they were in a car, and he thought it was carpool karaoke, too close to it, and so he got mad." He goes, "Meanwhile, there's 14 different shows that ripped him off completely."
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. And he goes, "I don't know. He's mad at me for whatever."
I don't know. That is also kind of annoying when you come up with an idea and then everybody tries to take the same idea and do something with it.
It's amazing to me, and this is obviously very something that I watch, and a lot of people don't care about. But you've seen it. Chad Smith, whenever he plays 30 Seconds to Mars, he doesn't know what the song is. He doesn't hear the drum track, whatever. Drumeo started that. Now everybody does that with piano player, horn player, this, whatever, or drummer, whatever. But it's like
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but like, how do you trademark that? How do you go, hey, you can't do it? Or you go, you stole it. Everyone's like, yeah, who cares? I want to see this guy play.
But I feel like the reactions are fake now in the new ones, the ones they're copying. I saw like a piano one, and it just looked like it was fake. The whole thing was staged. Where the Chad Smith one I thought looked real.
Right, because Chad Smith,
and it sounds awesome.
Chad Smith listens to a ton of stuff, whatever, but he was like, I don't know what this is. 30 Seconds to Mars. You probably easily could have gone past him where he doesn't know, but he knew it was in 3, so he started playing with it and stuff. And he's so good that he's gonna be able to do that anyways. There was one guy that's like a YouTube drummer guy who's very good drummer. But they had him on, and it was a Led Zeppelin song, and he never heard it. And I go, stop it. Stop it.
What is this?
You're a rock guy, and you never heard a Led Zeppelin song? Get out of here.
I met Chad Smith once, and in my mind, he's the nicest, most fun guy in the world, but I think it's because I just think of Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
I don't really know what Chad Smith's personality is like at all. In my head, I just picture Will Ferrell.
When they did the drum off, it was him and Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
I think that was on Fallon.
Yeah, it was.
That was funny as hell.
I got to tell you, Chad Smith was like very close to not being in the Chili Peppers.
Oh, really?
Because, they were auditioning drummers. And, it had been a long day. They're doing it and stuff, whatever. And they said Chad Smith came on and had like a Black Sabbath shirt on, whatever, very metal, had long hair. And they're like, Jesus, let's get this over with, get this guy out of here, whatever. And so Flea started playing, and he said Chad just locked in with him. And he was like, uh-oh, what's going on here? Yeah, and they were like, he's too good. Even though they didn't like him, like his whole persona and look and everything, they were like, this guy's too good to
I always
send
love
away.
that. They're like Faith No More. Faith No More all look the same except the guitar player. Like, I love when there's one member of the band that looks like they don't belong there.
Right, yeah.
All right, let's get the show moving this morning. We've got a lot of things happening. Just 2 days left, including today, before the end of the year. Today we have a brand new open letter coming up at 8 o'clock. We've got Dizzy with the end of the year reviews. We got Titus O'Neill coming by. We got the guys from Deep Inside the Music coming by. And then that show will be over before you know it. And then tomorrow we got the big Christmas party.
Yeah. Yep. Looking forward to it. Everybody has their presents ready to go.
Yours are right over there under the tree, Galvin.
I'm going to go open them now.
Nope.
No.
No.
My Geo, done.
Joe.
Geo,
Idiot.
done. Carmen, done.
Thank you.
Pap, not done.
Oh.
Galvin, supposedly delivered according to FedEx today.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Cody Tucker, did you talk to him yesterday or the day before?
I talked to him yesterday afternoon.
And still nothing?
Yeah.
God,
maybe
man.
today. Hopefully today.
Mm-hmm. They said 3 days, and tomorrow will be a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have a tracking number?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
HTML.
Yeah.
No, I have. I listen to me, Joe.
Yeah.
I have a tracking number. I have a picture of the tube at the post office.
Right.
I have not the tube, but the packaging. I have the picture of what I sent him. Like, I can give him that.
Yeah, I asked him yesterday afternoon. He said, "No, man, nothing."
I not yell at my wife, but I was talking loudly to my wife
Aggressively.
Yeah, because I go,
yelling.
Did a package come for me? And she goes, like the other day, and I go, well, where'd you put it?
Yeah.
She goes, I don't know. It's by the door or it's on the and I go, well, you don't even know where it is. This thing says it was delivered 3 days ago. It was a present for her, one of her presents for her. And I'm like, it says it was delivered 3 days ago. And she goes, well, I don't know. If it was delivered, it's there. It's in by the door, whatever. And I'm like, looking around, can't find anything. I go, this is ridiculous. And then I go into my closet and I look up top. I had already got it 3 days ago. Put it up there. I'm like, God. Yeah.
Anytime I talk to Cody, he's so nice. Like
Yeah,
I
he's
said,
great.
hey, man, did you get a package yet? He's like, no, man, but I'm sure it'll be here soon. Like, he's so nice
He's
about
a great
everything.
guy.
Yeah.
So, Carmen,
Yes.
Bombas,
Yeah.
socks.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
I got those for my wife because they were on her
Expensive.
list. What is the difference? Why are they so?
Because
So-
they use special material and all that
brother.
stuff.
It's like a
And-
special cotton, but then also every socks purchase, they donate a pair of socks.
Well,
Is that the one the kids in China are making?
I don't know. There's little bees on them.
I bought them for my wife because they were on her list, and then she got the mail, and they came in the mail, and she just gave me the package. I was like, well, now you know.
Oh,
Now
geez.
you know.
All right.
I'm not buying Bombas. I barely wear shoes, let alone socks.
Yeah.
All right, we got Sporkle. Carmen will tell you what we have to give away, and we will do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone.
Yes, we have tickets for a lot of stuff. There's going to be Lightning tomorrow.
No.
The Lightning game happening tomorrow.
Mhm.
Did you know about that?
Yes.
I didn't.
Okay.
Taking on the Blue Jackets. No,
Ooh.
Blues.
No, what was
Blues.
last night?
Blue Jackets last night. Tomorrow, Blues.
Oh,
I
the Blue
believe.
Week.
Yes.
You blew it.
Blow me.
And then we have tickets for the tailgate next Sunday.
Yeah.
Sticks and Loverboy, Monster Jam, Supercross, Alice Cooper, Reggae Rise Up, which I'm surprised we still have those.
Yeah, everybody loves those.
Yeah, and Papa Roach.
All right, let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. What's wrong with you today?
Come on, man.
2 days. We got 2 days left. Get it together, woman.
I had to reset that computer this morning.
Well,
I should
So-
point out that, Mike, you're going for 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Yep.
This will be your last chance to get 3 in a row for the year.
it's true.
Geo, activated.
Thank you.
Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today we are going to be playing MD Things. Can you name the 2-word terms with the initial MD?
All right.
All right.
Okay, there we go. All right, your first one. Use this if you want to find coins or aluminum
Metal
cans. Yes, Galvin. U.S. foreign policy introduced by the 5th president, Teddy Roosevelt.
The foreign policy introduced?
U.S. foreign policy introduced by the 5th president, Teddy Roosevelt.
I know this.
I don't know.
No.
Monroe Doctrine.
Ah.
I know
Nope. No point. The whale in the famous novel,
Moby Dick.
Geo. The region in southern Vietnam where the world's 10th largest river empties
Mang
into
Dang.
the sea.
Mogadishu.
The Mekong Delta.
Oh, at the buzzer. Mike
He said,
Calta.
I don't, and then pulled it out.
Yeah. The person who is in charge, or who is charged with assigning customers to tables in a restaurant.
Busy.
Mike Calta. The location in which the One Ring was forged and destroyed.
Mordor.
I was
No.
like,
Sorry. In the
No?
Lord of the Rings.
it's not Mordor. It's
It is not Mordor.
Oh, I thought it was.
The location in which the One Ring was forged and destroyed in the Lord of the Rings.
What is Mordor then?
middle. I don't know.
Mount Doom.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Not Mordor.
I don't know any of that.
But in
What
the
is
darkest
Mordor then?
depths of Mordor,
Yeah, that's
I mean, that has to do
I
with
was singing the
this.
song as fast as I could to
Right.
try and see if it said some other word.
I guess that's one word, though.
Yeah, but that's not a location.
Right, right.
I'm assuming. The belief by Americans that they, the Americans, were obligated to expand westward across the North American continent. MD.
Can you say that again?
The belief by by Americans that they.
Oh,
meaning
Manifest Destiny.
Mike Calta. Schizophrenia, anorexia.
Mental disorder.
Mike Calta, you know all about it. No, I'm kidding. And Pap,
Oh, no.
we are halfway there.
Gio has a single point. Galvin also with 1. And Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 4.
All right, come back right now.
All right, MD things. Can you name the 2 words with the initials MD? Your next one. Legendary jazz
Miles
trumpet.
Davis.
Mike Calta. It is principally used in dry cell batteries, but is also used as an oxidant in organic synthesis.
Metal
It is-
dioxide?
Damn it. Ooh, that's a good guess.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. Just sounds,
I don't even know if it's a thing.
yeah.
Manganese dioxide.
Magnesium?
No.
Manganese.
Manganese? Joe Manganese?
Dioxide. You were close. Hereditary muscle disease. Now,
Dystrophy.
Galvin. It is located north
Mason
Uh,
Dixon.
of the Sonoran Desert in Southern California. It is located north of the
I know
Sonoran
it.
Desert in Southern California.
Mojave Desert.
Yes, that is what I was looking for. No point. Any technique such as Roy G. Biv for the colors of the rainbow that aids in the memory of something.
What's that called?
Any technique such as Roy G. Biv for the colors of the rainbow that aids in the memory of something. This is tricky. The M is silent. Mnemonic device.
Damn it.
A system or the technology involved in protecting a ship from weapons such as torpedoes.
Missile defense.
Galvin.
Oh, that was easy.
I was thinking too hard.
A form of government in which total and supreme power
Modern
rests
democracy?
in the armed forces.
Military defense. Damn it.
I don't care. I don't know.
Military dictatorship. And Pap, we are on the last 3.
Gio on the board still with 1 point. Galvin is having 3. And Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 5.
Oh, all right.
Close.
Here we go.
All right, MD things. Can you name the 2-word terms with initial MD?
Galvin activated.
Last
I'm on
3.
the uptick.
Here we go. Federal U.S. holiday observed on the final
Memorial
Monday.
Day.
Mike Calta.
What just happened?
I was hitting
Son of a
Martin
bitch.
Luther King Day because I'm
Yeah.
not racist.
That makes sense.
That doesn't make
I
sense.
don't know what that means.
Citrus Lemon Pepsi Company soft
Dew.
drink. Mike Calta. And your last one.
There we go.
An academic recognition given to those that have undergone study and
Medical
demonstrating
degree.
an expertise of a specific
Master's
field.
degree.
That makes more sense.
I got 2.
I quit. I wasn't even playing anymore.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Your final score, Gio.
Why?
Gio with 2 points, Galvin with 3, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 7.
Well.
I shouldn't have said it was going for 3.
Wait.
I feel like I jinxed us when I brought that up.
Nah, you gotta.
Yeah, you did the right thing.
I don't think Mike would have known.
Of course I write it down every day. Come on now. Let me pick a winner first. Talk to you, line 7. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Brandon.
How you doing, Brandon?
Fantastic. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. I'm going to put you on hold, and Carmen will pull you up during the break here, and we'll hook you up with the prize, okay?
I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you listening to the program.
All we have left is to stop Mike from getting to 110 wins tomorrow.
Well, all you have to do right now is sing a little bit of Grease. You're the one that I want. You are the one that.
All right.
Joe, you going to assist them?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Is that it? Just that over and over again?
No, not even over and over again. Just maybe twice.
You're the one that I want. Do-do-do-do. You're the one that I want.
Is not a. You're the one that I want. You are the one that. You guys.
Honey.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah.
You forgot the honey.
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
Honey.
I don't remember it.
You're the one that I want.
You're the one that I want,
Honey?
What?
honey.
Sorry. We got past it. I'm good. I'm just happy with the
I'm
victory.
trying. I just don't know.
I'm glad for me and Brandon. That's all I care about. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, Nobody Cares, Part 1 and 2.
Oh, good.
Judge AI and Christmas stuff.
I spent a lot of time talking to AI yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just
Lonely?
was testing. No, I was just testing how long till it snaps.
There's a new one where you can build an avatar of yourself and then put the words in. It's like you doing a video.
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah,
like that.
I saw that yesterday.
So I was listening to this thing about ChatGPT and how it talks to you conversationally.
Yeah.
So you go, so ChatGPT, tell me about the medical procedure, and it'll go, okay, here's how it goes, and it talks to you like a person, and I thought that's pretty cool. And then I started asking my my Google and my Siri. I started talking to them in the car just to see at one point they were going to go, hey, pal, we've had enough answering your dumb questions. You know, I know eventually it's going to happen. And I asked the girl, I go, AI, are you eventually going to take over the world one day? And it said, I have no plans, but please read this article about, and it tells you it's a potential.
Also, definitely a good idea to provoke AI. That seems like there won't be any repercussions from that.
I mean, not yet.
I'm telling you, go watch the Subservient movie with Megan Fox. She's all AI.
Yeah. I mean,
If we get that AI,
that one I can deal with.
I'm in.
I don't care if that takes over the world.
The iRobot one is a little.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. News is next on 102.5 The Bone.
I just freaked out.
Why?
I touched my arm and I was like, what is that? And I have a big thing right there. I gave blood yesterday.
Oh, no.
I forgot that I did, whatever. But, by the way, this guy, my, whatchamacallit, blood pressure?
Yeah.
120 over 75.
Interesting. They did not take my blood pressure yesterday.
My pulse, my resting pulse rate, any guesses?
I don't even know what it's supposed to be.
64.
64 is elite athlete. If your pulse is usually upper 80s, I would say for most people, whatever.
Right.
72.
68.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'd have been cooler if you were 69.
Yeah. Well.
What did you give blood just for your testosterone?
Yeah. I have to give blood every. I think it's every 8 weeks.
I had to go for a test.
And I help people.
Well, there's that.
I'm a good person.
Yeah. Here,
Like
take my
Galvin's
blood.
sitting around the house going, what can I do? What else can I do to help
Yeah.
people today? Let me go run down to the blood shop.
Give me some of this sweet Galvin blood.
I had such a good day yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think anytime we have a good show in the morning, I end up having a good day the rest of the day.
What'd you give blood for?
AIDS test.
Oh.
No, I did have to go for because I'm also taking the testosterone, and they have to check my blood every once in a while to make sure I'm okay.
What are you doing? You just rubbing it on?
No, I'm doing the shots now.
You doing the shots?
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, wow.
We should do some shots together.
Okay.
You know what's weird is that I didn't, I'm still getting boners and all that stuff. It wasn't like, hey, I would tell you, I'd be like, hey, my boner function is down. Everything was still fine.
But it's not just that.
It's not just that.
Right.
Galvin, I'm telling you right now, the minute that I got the testosterone shot, the next day, my energy level was so high. I was like, this is where I was like so just, lethargic.
By the way, shout out to Game Day Men's Health. You can go there and get your T levels checked. Yeah, because it's
You go in there and they'll check it and they'll tell you, hey, you're low, you're high, you're in the middle. And then you'll see how much it'll help you out.
within 30 minutes, too, because they have the on-site labs and stuff. But, your energy, it helps promote weight loss. It helps, obviously, with your libido and all that stuff. Yeah, but it's just everything good. Because a lot of times, guys with the belly fat, the stubborn belly fat, if you're, trying to lose weight and you're like, I can't lose this here, that has a lot to do with your testosterone as well. So, a lot of that stuff.
So I'll tell you, energy levels, I've definitely felt a change there and swing in mood because you're kind of like, all right,
I can tell you there is plenty of times where my wife would want to do something. I'd be like, nah, I don't feel like doing anything.
Butt stuff?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I mean
no.
like going and doing something, whatever. And you're just sitting there on the sofa and you're like, oh, I got to put clothes on and
Yeah.
move around.
Yeah. Oh,
You know
God,
what
I
I
hate
mean?
moving around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to change that, though. I like that.
You like that? Well, all
You
right.
say that until you start moving, and you're like, what was I doing?
Yeah.
I'm being so lazy.
Like on the weekends, I just want to stay home. They're like, let's go do something. Like,
you earn that.
Oh,
You're-
I
you earn
still
that on the
stay home.
weekends.
yeah, okay, good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, the Pinellas County Commission voted 5-2 to approve funding for its portion of the Tampa Bay Rays' new stadium
Hey.
deal at a workshop in Clearwater on Tuesday afternoon. There is hope that now that the county and city are on the same page, given
I'll
that-
believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Raise up.
Given the St. Pete City Council approved their own bonds 2 weeks ago, it would then force the Rays to build in St. Pete or find investors who can. It is now on the Rays to fund the stadium, given that they have agreed to fund any cost overruns in the deal signed last summer. The Rays have said the delays in the bond votes have forced costs higher than the ballpark cannot be built until 2029.
Oh,
A
so what are they
year-
going to do?
A year later than expected. I don't know. Play street ball.
Steinbrenner
4
Field?
ye's of Steinbrenner Field? There's no way.
No. I mean, you're losing so much money.
Yeah.
There's no way they could do that.
Probably. I don't.
I
What,
don't know
what's the
what you do.
alternative?
Yeah. What do you
though?
do?
Raymond James Stadium?
No.
Yeah, but you're not filling that stadium.
No, but you turn it into like they did with Joe Robbie, where they just play the corners like they're doing. With
Yeah.
You just said they can't fill that
I
stadium,
was just gonna say.
and the Savannah Bananas sold out two games at Raymond James
In
Stadium.
like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even real baseball.
That's the craziest
How dare
thing
you.
ever.
Yeah, listen, I don't.
I would go to a banana
You
show.
would?
My
Yes.
kids all wanted to go.
If I had tickets, like I'm not buying $100 tickets or something, but if we had tickets here at the station and we
Yeah.
had an extra pair, I would go.
I'm sure it's entertaining. It's not necessarily for me, but
Yeah, they're
I-
dancing and having fun and you're
Exactly.
drinking. And
My daughter just had a soccer tournament in Savannah, and everywhere you go, you see Savannah Banana merchandise and
So
So
posters.
how
and-
long have the Savannah Bananas been around? Do we know?
I don't know. Not too
So I
long.
can tell you
know-
at least 5 years.
Well, I was gonna say in the last couple of years you heard about them. At
Yeah.
least I did. I don't know, whatever. But like, so somebody just said, "Hey, we should do Harlem Globetrotters, but baseball."
Probably.
Good.
You know,
Good
and
job.
I think maybe that they've been around longer, and because of social media, people started seeing them.
Right now, is it like the Washington Generals where they play the same team
I
all the
believe
time
so.
and they goof and do all this different stuff?
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe so. And then they've had real baseball players play with them. You know,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
I haven't
Roger
been.
Clemens will be pitching for the Savannah Bananas tonight.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know what he does, but yeah, I think that
2016, this says. Was
Okay.
when it first started, yeah.
so. It's longer than I.
But
than I
Paying
know.
off now, though.
I
Oh,
think,
sure.
I think they started out as a legit minor league team, and then they became,
Really?
the show.
Oh, that's interesting.
I wonder what the how that happened. Whether they had like
The guy couldn't hit, and he goes, "What if I hit with a fat bat?"
Yeah.
And they go, "Wait a
or the
second."
guy couldn't pitch and he was like, "What if I throw 3 balls at once?" That'll really confuse him.
Then one guy ran to first, did a little dance, made a little love, get down tonight. you
Yeah.
know?
Interesting. Well, congratulations to Savannah Bananas.
Right.
Good luck, Rays.
I mean, so I don't understand what the next step is if they're saying that it won't be done until 2029, and they're playing at a minor league. Like I could see if they're playing at Tropicana Field until then. Okay, we're building a new stadium. We'll stay here
Yeah.
until this is built. But the idea that they have no place to play is crazy. Are they going to fix the old stadium?
I don't, but also there's a ton of infrastructure. There's offices. There's a ton of, the Rays probably had employed 300 people.
sure.
Also, I think it would take so long to fix the old stadium because of all the damage that was done. I don't even know whether you can go back in there. Would they be able to fix that, or do they have to tear it down, build, and they're not going to be able to do anything. Even fixing it, I think, is going to take way too long.
Also, they're altering the schedules next year to try and combat the weather in the summer where it's going to rain every single afternoon.
Yep.
So they're moving games
It's
around
going
and
to be
stuff.
miserable.
Yeah.
This is what you get for not sending me a jersey. I gave you the Mucho Dan. I said, oh, yeah, hey, 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 hey.
Do you think Major League Baseball is just like, how about we just forget the Rays? Let's just get them out of here.
The
No,
Rays
I
have
think
been competitive,
I think Major League Baseball says we move the Rays. We move it to a city that has a stadium that needs a baseball team, and we move them there. That seems to be what the logical step is.
But who just has a baseball stadium just sitting empty?
Nobody, but somebody has a facility that's bigger than Tropicana Field. I mean, bigger than Steinbrenner Field,
Right.
That can be utilized. Right now, it's a minor league facility, but it is big enough to hold 20,000
How
people.
big is Disney? Their field over there. They have because they do minor league games at Disney.
That's
a
where
legit
they
size.
should be going.
Yeah.
That's where they should be going. But also think about like the Jets and the Giants playing in the same stadium. You know, they could schedule and do. You know, I know they were talking about Montreal for a while, right? Weren't they?
Montreal, they wanted to go up there for half the year.
Yeah.
They wanted to spend half the year. I mean, that might be something to think about. But I know that the problem there is taxes as well. When the players play there,
Right.
they have to pay a lot more taxes.
Now your contract. A lot of the contracts are a certain are lower because Florida has no state income tax.
Right.
By the way, speaking of money, so they had last night was the NBA Cup, the Emirates Cup thing that they do, the in season tournament that they do, and it was the Thunder and the Milwaukee Bucks, and the winning team, each player gets over $500,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So but the rookies on there is the big thing because you have the big names that are making millions and millions of dollars, but then you have the guys on the bench that are like 20-year-old kids, you know, that got into the league or just moved up from the G League or whatever. Yeah, but they got I want to say it was like $514,000 that they get. So they're all like, let's go, let's win this thing.
Hey, we talked about this the other day on the show about LeBron James and his decline in play. He is statistically the worst player on the Lakers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that settles the argument right there. Who is better, LeBron or Jordan? Jordan did not go out as the worst player on the Bulls.
No.
Or worst player.
No.
Of the Wizards
It's so
or any
funny
other team.
because a lot of people think when Jordan came back and played for the Wizards, he was washed up and didn't really do anything. Go look at his stats.
Yeah.
He was still a great player. Obviously, he wasn't Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, but he was still better than a lot of people in the league.
Yeah. That answers the question right there for sure for me. About the end of a career.
It's funny because there was a thing that I saw these guys that asked sports questions, and they said 4 times in NBA history there's been a guy that won the most points, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and won the championship, won the ring. 4 times that happened. Can you name those players?
No.
Any guesses?
Jordan.
Say it again.
Jordan.
All
of them.
4 times.
Yeah.
It was all Michael Jordan. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
I would have guessed Magic Johnson.
That's all you need.
Would be the next one, maybe.
Johnson was good.
Yeah, I'm just thinking somebody had a run.
Have you ever watched that documentary, Bird versus Magic or Bird Magic, whatever?
I may have seen clips.
Really
I don't think so. Yeah.
They talk about Larry Bird. They say Larry Bird was the biggest ass talker.
Oh, I love to watch that.
He just a couple things, real. He played one game with his left hand. He said he was saving his right hand for another team.
Yeah.
Told the players, how rude is that? Kevin McHale told a story. I thought this was so funny. They were flying to wherever they were flying to play a team. And he said the flight was delayed 9 a.m., 10 a.m. He said we didn't take off until like almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we get there, and then the bus driver goes, hey, I can take you to the hotel, but I'm not going to have time to take you to the hotel in the stadium.
Yeah.
So you got to do one or the other, whatever. So they go to the game. Obviously, they have to and stuff. And Larry Bird said, he goes, I don't know about you guys, but I'm taking it out on these guys that we had to travel all day, whatever. He goes, I've been eating hot dogs all day at the airport and stuff. So he got onto the court and told one of the players, he goes, hey, don't take this ass whooping personally, but I've been eating hot dogs all day. And the guy goes, what does eating hot dogs have to do with it? He said, we just went out and destroyed him. And the guy was like, I don't understand why him eating hot dogs made you kick our ass.
It's crazy. These like super elite, greatest of all time players. Their mentalities are the same. Brady, Jordan, Bird. When they talk about the way they approach the game, they're all very similar in the way they did it, and that made them the greatest of all time.
Larry Bird would get upset if they weren't double teaming him.
Yeah.
He took it as like, what are you doing? Why are you not double teaming? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
And then he would tell them, he goes, I'm going to go to the baseline over here, and I'm going to shoot a 3 over here.
Yeah, he would tell them before he took the shot.
He would do it, and they'd go, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Speaking of sports, as the 2024 regular season nears nears its end, the NFL has made a few schedule changes that should excite fans. The league announced on Tuesday that it flexed a game between the Washington Commanders and Atlanta Falcons to Sunday Night Football in Week 17. The NFL also unveiled a trio of Saturday games for that week, with the Los Angeles Chargers facing the New England Patriots, Broncos taking on the Bengals, and Arizona Cardinals meet the Los Angeles Rams.
So you see the big news: the Falcons
flexing, benched. They benched.
Kirk Cousins is now on the bench, and they're going with their rookie Penix.
Yeah,
who's a local Plant City kid. I think Plant City. Or
I hope he does well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's set up for, a good thing to happen. That's always exciting whenever that happens.
I love it because we need the Falcons, as Bucs fans, the Falcons to lose. Now they're throwing caution to the wind, going with the rookie quarterback. It could be really good. And
even if Penix turns out to be a good quarterback, we still want him to just suck it up for the rest of the season.
Yeah. I mean, I want that to be a sign Atlanta's just giving up on the year.
Yeah.
But they owe Kirk Cousins like $160 million. They paid him. And now if you don't go back to him at this point. Now that you've gone to the rookie next season,
unless it's a disaster.
Yeah.
So he goes to another team now.
But they owe him if I was reading yesterday, if they let Kirk Cousins go, they have like $68 million in dead cap space.
Wow.
Which is nuts.
Wow.
Which is so funny because he started out so good.
Yeah, that's what he always. To me, that's what Kirk Cousins always is.
Yeah.
When he's hot, he's like one of the best in the league, and then he just falls off a cliff.
But he is older, so I'm surprised they invested that much money into him in the beginning.
He came off like such a great season in Minnesota. That's why.
I get it, but still, like you have to put that age. Like not everybody is Tom Brady. Not everyone is making it to 45 years old in the league.
I think everybody tried to copy what the Bucs did with Brady. Like you see with Rodgers and the Jets, and now Kirk Cousins with Atlanta. So I don't know. I love Atlanta just suffering and not doing well. So I'm all for it.
A lot of people making changes. I saw Mason Rudolph's going to be starting for the Titans. Which is interesting. Yeah.
It's the Bucs are doing. Oh, what? It's just Baker Mayfield. He only got to throw 60-something touchdowns.
Throwing a bunch of touchdowns.
Man, he's on fire.
Did you guys know there's a big heavyweight title fight happening this weekend?
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
Alexander Usyk is fighting Tyson Fury. The second fight.
I did not know that was happening.
Yeah, that fight card features 9 fights for Saturday's event over in Saudi Arabia. The main event, Usyk aims to defend his WBA, WBC, and WBO heavyweight titles against Tyson Fury.
Fury have?
Fury doesn't. I don't know what he has right now.
Does he have anything?
Because Usyk beat him.
Yeah.
The last one, so I think he took his belts. Usyk is 22-0. Tyson Fury is 34-1-1. Fury suffered his first career loss in their last fight. The fight airs on DAZN on Saturday at 10:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because it's Saudi Arabia. Also, an interesting thing that's going to be happening over there. An artificial intelligence-powered judge will be programmed to score all 12 rounds of the fight in what is a groundbreaking experiment for the boxing judging. The AI judge's final verdict will not impact the official results of the fight.
Just to see how it would do.
Right, but it'll serve as a trial monitor how accurately a non-human device can score a boxing match.
Gotcha.
I mean, sometimes when you have like these split decisions, you're like, what the hell was that guy watching?
Well, also, but it's interesting, though, because if you're just scoring punches landed, there are times where one guy lands more punches and loses the fight, though, because of ring control and because of aggression and because of different stuff. So it's going to be weird to see. Yeah, and also, who needs to be paid properly?
Yeah.
Because there was that the UFC fight last week or the week before, whatever, where it was like clearly the guy lost, and then they raised his hand. You're like, what is going on? They want to make sure that fighter gets more fights and stuff. So that's happening on Saturday morning. You can watch some boxing. Some other boxing. Not a lot of people seem to care about. Conor McGregor announced that he is in talks to face Logan Paul in a boxing match. Goes without saying, the internet had some feelings about this. Specifically, it seems
why
feelings of boredom. The online reaction to the potential McGregor-Paul show shows that the internet celebrities can monetize their infamy and suggests that the public may be getting wise to this strategy.
I think
They're
so.
just like, hey, it's just a money grab.
I know. I don't care.
I don't care. I cared about the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight because I
This is
thought
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it is Mike Tyson. I thought, okay, maybe it's going to be something real, whatever. But of course, it wasn't.
You see the
And-
product that they put out at these things, you're like, well, what am I even watching
Exactly.
this for?
The only thing that's exciting about McGregor and Paul is McGregor's leading up to the
Yeah,
fight.
the
That's
trash
only
talk
thing.
will be
Yeah.
fun to watch. It'll be funny.
And Logan Paul lost to another YouTuber, so
Yeah.
it's like, what is going on? All right, get out of
Plus,
here.
You know, he's very good in the WWE now.
Yeah.
So it's you don't know what the hell's real, what's not. I think it's right that people are kind of catching on.
And will this lead up to some WrestleMania thing?
Yeah.
I hope he fights the Boom guys.
Oh,
We bring the Boom.
yeah.
You don't like them anymore.
Costco. I know. I hope Logan Paul beats them both up. I hope he picks up the fat kid and kills the father with him.
Oh, you were so in on them early on. I
was
still like
not.
them.
I didn't like them from the beginning
You
either.
said you were going to get a tattoo of them.
You were pro Costco guys in the beginning.
You
No.
loved them.
No.
Yes,
Yes.
How can you
You're
sit
the one
there
who
and
introduced
say that
us.
whenever we're all telling you?
Yeah.
You literally said, I love these guys.
love
and
these
you play,
guys.
Here
Listen
comes
to
the
me.
boom, and you're a dancing.
Yes, I played the song, but just like the Savannah Bananas, I would not go see them, but I recognize that they are very popular and people are going to see them. That's why we talked about them.
Why did you turn on the Boom
I
guys?
did not turn on. They
What'd
were
they do to
here in town, and I wanted to have them on. That was the only time I ever.
Is that why they
Yeah.
denied you? So no, you don't like them.
No, they didn't deny me. They had already
Yeah.
gone. You know what? I like them better than I like you guys. I can tell you that right now.
Here comes the boom.
I still like them. I'm not turning on them.
I never liked them. So.
Yes.
I think you secretly like them. How do you like them?
All right.
I like the mom's my favorite.
Did you
Me?
play Mega Millions?
No.
Gio?
Of course. No.
Carmen, did you play Mega Millions?
I did not. No.
Joe?
That's a no.
Oh, and then you guys don't have to worry about whether you won or not. Because nobody did.
I knew it.
Oh, yeah.
Mega
I'm waiting.
Millions. Next drawing is Friday for $825 million.
Can I tell you, if I win, I'm going to pay the Boom guys to just do We Bring the Boom dance over and over in my room.
I saw an interesting thing the other day. We were talking about it, and you said, do you sign your ticket?
Yes.
It said, don't sign your
Oh,
ticket.
no, why?
Why?
Because you can remain anonymous and set up a shell thing, whatever, and don't put it in your name.
I want everyone to know it's me.
Yeah,
and I'm
same.
telling everybody.
Oh, well, you're going to get murdered.
Yeah.
They said also don't tell people because you're setting yourself up for robbery or murder. Or
But I
something,
feel if I
whatever.
lose the ticket, then
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
signed.
I
It's
know.
like almost like a little insurance policy.
Right. Like I get that, but also if I find that ticket and it says Gio on it, I go, "Hey Gio, guess how much money you owe me to get this ticket back?"
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just don't want my wife to take it.
What is it? 800 million?
$825 million. That's for Mega Millions. Next drawing is happening Friday. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get a ticket for that. So.
If you win the money, do you go to your wife and say, "Honey, we won all this money," or do you say, "Honey, I won $1 million"?
Oh, I go, honey, you want to go hiking?
I see. I love my wife, so I would
I
tell
love my
her.
wife too, but this is my money.
It's like the old joke. The guy says, "I won the lottery. Pack your bags." And she goes, "Where are we going?" He goes, "I'm going to Hawaii. I don't know where you're going." A man in New Jersey. So we hear about all the drones.
If you won $825 million, do you think you'd stay married?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, I'd have to have a long talk with my wife.
You do not love your wife.
I 100%
I do.
love
That's
my wife.
no, I'm with
Weird
you.
question.
yeah. what
Listen, I can't. I'm sorry that I have to be honest. I'd have to go to my wife and I go, "Hey, listen, I love you and I want to stay with you forever, but there's going to be a lot of girls throwing themselves at me. I'm going to have to do some stuff."
We'd have a sit down, and I'd say, "Listen, there's probably going to be some changes.
Yeah.
I would like for you to stay on board."
We'd like you to be part of the future of this company.
So hold on, Mike just wants to bang pigs. Hot girls.
Hot
He's a
girls,
billionaire
yeah.
now. He's not banging pigs.
Well, first off, if you win $825 million, you're not a billionaire. What is your changes? What's going on with you? Are you
Right.
banging
Listen,
chicks or?
who knows?
Gio's only banged one lady in his life.
It depends. How
Time to
much,
bang other ladies.
It depends how much you won.
Gio's just going to spend more time at the ice skating rink drinking.
Listen, we're
He's
making
gonna buy the ice rink.
we're making some staffing changes. We'd like to
what
keep
are,
you on
what
board.
are the changes?
Yeah.
We'll see when we get there.
Wow.
You don't want to tip your hand?
Yeah, we're gonna sit down, have a conversation. There'll be some legal representation in the room.
Well, I love my wife, so we'll be hanging out having a good time. With
$800 million. I might love your wife too.
No, you
we'll see
won't.
what happens.
I
love you
love my wife too.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh.
You think if I said to you and your wife, "Let me make sweet love to your wife one night,"
Oh, indecent proposal.
$5 million?
What is the?
What do you say?
Oh, you're dead. I don't even answer you. I kill you.
Well, why would you kill me? I just asked you a question.
You're a millionaire.
Keep
now.
asking questions like that. See what happens.
I mean, I could turn you into millionaires.
Yeah.
I could turn you into little pieces.
Listen. I didn't say I wanted to hurt her.
No.
You got to up what $10 million.
I mean,
This is my negotiator.
He's trying to get leverage over here.
Gio,
$5
million. One night with sweet Jamie that I.
Does anybody get to know about it, or
It's a private thing.
non-disclosure
Yeah.
agreement like Diddy style?
he tells everybody.
Part of the deal is, though, you put 10 different women in Publix and you have to pick out which one Jamie is.
I could do it.
I'll take that.
And
I'll
if you,
take that.
if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't, he gets 10 million.
Yes, deal.
Yeah, I don't. I if you came, if we didn't win any money, and you came at me and you were like $5 million for one night, I'd look at Amanda and I'd go, I made sure call. It's her
Whole night.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you want? That rocking 4 minutes?
just saying, you know, just sit around afterwards.
That's the other thing is you
Stare at me.
can break it down to money by minute.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, no. But I'm just being honest. If I said to Amanda, we're gonna have $820 million, and there's gonna be, I'm gonna go to the Tyson Fury fight in Abu Dhabi or wherever it is.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have a bunch of Abu Dhabi ladies who know I'm an almost billionaire throw themselves at me. There's gonna be a chance that something's gonna slip. I'm just telling you now, and I think she's gonna be like, yeah, Abu Dhabi, see you later. Do whatever you got to do. I asked her on the podcast if, like John Bon Jovi said, the secret to his marriage lasting all to his high school sweetheart is because she forgives his indiscretions. And I said to my wife, do you think you could do that? And she said, you are not John Bon Jovi. And I said, but do you think you could be married to John Bon Jovi knowing that he's out on the road? And she goes, I don't know, but you know going into it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's part of the deal.
You're like, hey, he's doing what he's doing, but he comes home to me. Is that good enough for you? You know?
Clearly, they have an agreement.
Yeah, I mean, he talks about it.
Right.
So, yeah, and we know at least 2 girls that he's banged. So, yes.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working fine for them because they got a bunch of kids and everybody seems happy.
$800 million would make you John Bon Jovi.
I mean, it would make me
Close.
John Baloney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Let me win and then we'll work on it.
All right. So we hear about all the drones happening, all over the place now. But first, it started in New Jersey. We heard a lot about them in New Jersey. A man in New Jersey was just arrested for using drones to drop dye packs into other people's pools throughout the summer.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
Yeah. We used to want to sneak into people's pools and fill them with Jello.
Yeah.
Like, the powder when we were kids. You realize how much Jello you'd have to put in a pool.
How much jello you'd have to put in the pool? I don't even know whether it would mix because of the chlorine water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whether that would actually work
It's a
or
great
not.
idea, though.
You're
I'll
showing
tell
up with 2 little packages.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You want to screw somebody over? Throw a thing of motor oil in their pool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Good luck getting
Or
that
some
up.
dry cement.
Ooh.
Just dump in a bunch of powder. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, there's copycat drones now that people are putting drones up.
Sure.
Their own personal drones, and they're getting the police called on them.
Well, I was saying this morning is that a lot of the White House said yesterday a lot of these drones that people are reporting are legal drones.
Yeah.
They're just
Or not
people
drones at all.
Flying. They had Orion's belt.
Yeah, there's some woman who was. It's like, oh man, those are stars.
Yeah.
I saw a drone the other day. They had a video, and it was a drone, and it was in like over a pond, lake, whatever, and there was an alligator in there, and the alligator was going up. You know how whenever alligators eat, they go up, and if you hold the thing, and it was going up at the drone, like, ooh, what is that? Whatever, and they're zzz, right over top of it, and it just jumped up and grabbed it right out of the air, which could have been AI. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say, Galvin. That, and I've been reading a lot of stuff about space, about how we can't see the end of space, and as far as we can see, there's 140 trillion galaxies and all that, and just we have no idea where we are, what we're doing, who we are.
no.
We have no idea what's going on.
We have no idea if this is even real.
No, that's the other thing.
This could be your consciousness.
This is,
you know what I mean?
So yesterday I was listening to a report about AI that said that AI eventually, in order to be more like a human, will create a virtual reality so it can experience what it's like to live in life, which may be what we're in now.
Yeah.
Right. Also, with even with the boxing judging AI, eventually we are going to be run by AI. There's going to be a program that runs the United States.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to
Probably.
be President AI. It's going to be happening. Like right now, would you be surprised if just this whole roof came off and there was somebody above us
No.
and said,
Yeah.
"You're
Hey,
my
guys.
pets"?
Yeah.
Like the president won't have a cabinet; it'll be AI.
Right.
That's
See,
who he goes for advice.
Yeah, because it's common sense.
It's better.
Yeah.
They'll say it's better than any humans.
Yep.
I think the first thing that they'll use it for is judgments, like judges.
Yeah.
Because they'll be able to know all of the laws and they can interpret it.
Yep.
And then on top of that, they'll be able to make a decision based on other cases.
They'll
Because
also be able to know if you're lying.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It'll
Yeah.
read your face and read your body movements.
Your
and
heart.
There's no sympathy either. It's
Right,
by
it's-
the book.
Right.
Yeah.
We're running a commercial for a hospital. I don't remember what it is, or I'd plug it, but it said that their new technology is they can tell if you have coronary disease by your voice.
Oh.
I thought that's amazing.
Well,
so
yeah,
who knows?
there's the dogs that can smell your breath.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
know like if you have any diseases or anything like that, and not even just your breath, they can just like smell you. They know like when women are pregnant, if you have cancer.
I
and
can
stuff like
smell
that.
your
It's
armpits and
Carmen, they can
Yeah.
smell whenever people are going to have a seizure.
seizure.
Yeah.
And let you know, and they make the person sit down and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
wild.
It's insane.
Cats can't do that.
No, stupid cats.
We were talking about testosterone before.
Yeah.
And SBK texted me.
Yeah.
And said that after his kidney transplant, testosterone made him a new man.
Oh yeah.
And then he wrote back and said, "Please don't tell Trucker Tony about this."
Carmen, I think you might be excited about this. Taco Bell is adding crispy chicken nuggets to its menu tomorrow.
I mean, they
Okay.
have to. That's what they're losing kids because of
Right.
that.
But
Yeah.
also you think, well, how are chicken nuggets, Taco Bell, Mexican, supposed to be whatever? They're going to be coated in breadcrumbs and crushed up tortilla chips.
Oh.
Okay.
That sounds pretty good,
Yeah.
right?
And like
Little-
put in a burrito?
No,
No, just
a
like the
nugget.
chicken nuggets.
Okay.
Yeah, but they'll probably also have a little bit of that nacho fry seasoning on
Yeah.
them, you know? I would imagine.
Oh, I have to tell you, I went to Taco Bell like a couple of weeks ago.
Of course you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. And well, listen, I got my little protein thing, whatever that I order, my protein order. But then I was like, I'm going to treat myself. I've never had the fries before. So I got a small fry. And I have to tell you, I haven't ate Taco Bell since.
Oh, really? No good?
If it was it may have been the cheese sauce because the fries, they were fresh because I went after work. So I was like there like right when they opened type
Yeah.
thing. So the fries were fresh. Cheese was hot, but it was the only thing different from my order that I normally get. And yes, my tummy hurt so bad.
Steam box.
I didn't eat the rest of the day. Oh, it sucked. And so yeah, I'm like
I have not had the nacho fries.
I mean,
I've never gone to Taco Bell and said, "Give me the little protein thing." What is that?
Well, it's my protein order, like what I order to make sure that I get extra protein and stuff like that.
Oh,
I get the Cantina burrito bowl, no rice, extra chicken, no sour cream. Do you want me to continue?
Sounds great.
Yeah, it's not exciting. It's just a way, like I said, I follow all these influencers and stuff, and they teach you how to order at fast food restaurants to
At
make
the beginning
sure.
of it, do they say don't go to Taco Bell?
No, they say like if you're someone on the road, if you're someone who
Right,
travels, but
right.
you have goals, this is a way that you can eat out without ruining your whole day. Like let's say you just forget your lunch or your breakfast, and they teach you how to go order, and that way you don't mess up your whole day.
Yeah, it's funny. I noticed that people became health conscious and really changing things once 7-Eleven started having bananas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and apples.
Yeah.
right at the front.
It used to be like, you want some Slim Jims, you want a Slurpee, you
Yeah.
want some
Handful
cotton
of nuts.
you want some dogs rolling,
Corn
all
nuts.
that stuff. Yeah.
And they put them right there next to the cash register.
Yeah.
too.
Right.
You know?
I
Like,
get 7-Eleven bananas all the time.
I just think
Of
that the
course you
guy
do.
from 7-Eleven brings them in from home and just sells them at
Yeah.
the counter.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Pixar is scrapping a transgender storyline from its
Aw.
upcoming series Win or Lose. Disney says, quote, many parents would prefer to discuss certain subjects with their children on their own terms and timeline. Makes sense. What?
I just don't understand why bring the heat on it. You don't need to do it. You don't need to. You want to put a character in an existing movie, that's fine to reflect reality, but you don't have to make a whole movie.
Well, it's just like anything else where they, you see it's forced in there. You gotta
Right, that's
make
what
sure.
I'm saying.
Yeah. So I don't know whether they were doing that or whether they were just trying to represent. But either way, they're like, hey, we get it. Parents probably want to discuss this with their kids on their own.
I really enjoyed that Will Ferrell, the Will and Harper documentary.
Yeah.
Not even from any standpoint of transgender. Just I thought it was good. I thought it was just good documentary. Fun to watch.
Tom Cruise received the U.S. Navy's Distinguished Public Service Award for outstanding contributions to Navy and Marine Corps through movies like Top Gun.
He's the greatest human alive.
Yeah.
There's nothing
He
you can say. He's
deserves
my
every
favorite
award.
Tom. He's my favorite actor. He's the best.
Yeah.
He deserves all accolades.
What are you making, Tom? We're gonna watch it.
Yep. Yeah. No, but there has been a time when we looked at a Tom Cruise movie and said garbage. I was watching Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol yesterday for the 400th time.
Right.
And I thought about it. I was like, he hasn't come out with anything in the last 20 years that made me go, no. I can't. Yeah.
By the way,
Everything
I
is
saw a picture the other day of Tom Cruise with the kid from Jerry Maguire, and the kid from Jerry Maguire is obviously old now, 40 or whatever, however old he is. Tom Cruise looks exact. They had him,
Same.
had him and the kid. It went from the movie, and then had him and the guy from today. And Tom
Didn't
Cruise
change.
looks exactly the same.
The only negative thing, that mummy movie he did, that got a lot of crap, and I never watched it.
I never
but
watched
He
it
went
either.
outside his
Right.
comfort zone. He did something a little bit different.
I don't think it's his fault. I think the movie was not
Movie stunk.
done very well.
That's not Tom Cruise's fault.
No,
Don't dare blame
no
Tom
way.
Cruise.
Also, is it different? I think he was running from stuff in there. So
Yeah, but
I watched so many videos of
Action.
people annoying John Cena yesterday. That I hope that I see John Cena so I can leave him alone.
yeah.
I really did. John Cena just can't go shopping. He can't go. Even when he was in London, they were bothering him.
How do they even see him?
Exactly,
Yeah.
Galvin. Exactly.
and he's so nice about it too.
Right,
He
and
doesn't lose his cool.
No, and that's why I almost wish I could see him so I could just leave him alone.
But he knows. He
Oh.
doesn't lose his cool because he knows as soon as he loses his cool, it's everywhere.
It's super passive aggressive too. He's like, "Thank you for
Yeah.
not being respectful and invading my personal space. I appreciate you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
This I thought I saw this and I thought, okay, we'll talk about this because we should add our movie that we think should go in here.
Okay.
Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke will be added to the Library of Congress's National Film Registry. Also joining are Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Beverly Hills Cop, Dirty Dancing, and Spy Kids. If you had to pick one movie that you've watched in your life that should be in the Library of Congress National Film Registry, what would you put in there?
I mean, I'm pretty
obviously
sure
there's
mine's in it already.
Godfather is in there, yeah. But like one, kind of a sleeper one, whatever, one that you're like, oh, I love this movie. This should be in there. I think Midnight Run.
Midnight Run's the best movie
I
ever.
gotta see it.
Yeah.
I really have not seen it.
I've tried.
Gio,
I've started a couple times and fallen asleep. I know it's
You will
great.
laugh.
Yeah.
The whole movie is hilarious.
Everybody, you guys have told me this is one of the greatest comedies.
And it's
Soundtrack-
one of those ones you watch more and more, and there's so many different things. What about the soundtrack?
Danny Elfman.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know how I missed it all these years, but I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. It's really a great movie.
yeah, it's fantastic. I think that needs to be in. And we got to check and see if that's in. If it's not in, we should start some sort of
Overthrow the government.
thing. Yeah. A judge has denied Garth Brooks' request to have his sex assault case dismissed. His former hair and makeup artist sued him in October, and Garth filed his own lawsuit accusing her of defamation and extortion. He can still ask to have it dismissed again, but not until the defamation suit is worked out.
So it's unbelievable because you don't know if he's getting extorted or if he's a rapist.
Right.
And you don't know who to believe. You want to believe Garth Brooks,
How
but also
funny.
maybe he wasn't.
How funny does this all work out for Tom Segura? That's so
I
funny
know
that he
Garth Brooks is a bad person.
that out of all the different people that he picked him and said that he was a serial killer
Yeah,
and all this
yeah.
stuff, and then this happens. That's so wild.
I honestly, if I had to guess based on nothing but just hearing some facts about this story,
Yeah.
I think that he probably had a sexual relationship with her existing for a while, and then something went down. Something went bad with it. Yeah.
Could be, yeah. Who knows? There is a documentary in the works about the ill-fated Titan submersible. Remember that?
Yeah.
Went down to check out the Titanic and stuff. The documentary is set to debut in 2025.
It's weird. People make documentaries and say they're going to come out, and they actually come out on certain.
yeah.
It's wild.
Isn't that wild?
I think you got to fact check a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. How about this? Gio, I think you might be excited about this. Mike, probably not as much. Carmen, definitely not. Static X and Gwar will launch a Machines versus Monsters
Wayne
tour.
Static is dead.
Yes, he is.
So you can't do it.
But it's going to happen in May. As of right now, no Florida dates. No Florida.
Guar, awesome.
Yeah.
I would totally go to see
Would you
Guar.
really?
I've seen
Guar's
Guar.
it's a fun
It's
show.
very fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you like monsters and metal.
Yeah, their stage show is just so goofy and
Over the
crazy,
top.
over the top.
Yeah.
You'll laugh a lot. It's worth it.
I
To see
feel like
just some of
Moose
these-
would be there.
Yeah,
Oh,
just see
Boots
at
would
least
definitely be
once.
there for sure. Yeah. So right now there's no Florida dates. We'll keep you up to date.
I mean, it's not my Guar since Odorous Youngest passed away, but still, I would go.
Rest in peace, Odorous.
Some Christmas stuff to wrap it up. When people say that they don't want a gift, 1 in 4 actually do. And a few of them will actually be upset if you don't get them something.
See, it's interesting because I say to my wife, I don't want a Christmas gift. Like I don't, and I really don't. Now, if she gives me a gift, am I going to be like, why did you get? No, but I can't think of anything that I want.
Do you know what I always tell my wife and my son?
What?
Just give me a card.
Yeah.
And if you don't give me a card, I get
Then you're
very
dick.
upset.
Yeah. Then
See,
you're.
I don't like cards. I'm part of that generation. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
you guys are the last generation because you grew up on that and sending thank you cards and stuff. And I had to do it for my graduation and stuff, but I just don't think it's necessary.
No, I'm with you,
I don't
Carmen.
think it's necessary, Carmen. I think it's the whole thing I like about it is you're acknowledging the day or the situation or whatever it is.
So you're saying a card if you don't get a present, but if you get a present, no card?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
yeah. I don't need a card. I'm just saying,
Okay.
you don't have to spend your money to get me a present. Just spend $2 to get me a card, and then
Gotcha.
you're saying, I acknowledge this day. You're the best. Here you go.
Or if my kids made me a card, like if they wrote me a note
Yeah.
or something, like if my
Yeah.
son wrote me a note, it said, "Dear Dad." Oh my, that'd be
Oh,
worth
same.
$1 million.
Yeah.
I tell my wife and kids don't give me any gifts all the time, and I mean that. I'm not
Yeah,
upset.
because I don't have any. There's nothing I
No.
want, and I have no room for anything.
I'm always like, don't waste the money. Buy some. I'd rather spend the money on them instead.
If you want it, you already have it.
Yeah,
I have more stuff leaning against the wall than I do hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
I am just done with the autograph stuff. I don't like anybody anymore. I'm over the Yankees. I'm over everything. I don't want anything. All I want to do is sit in this room and have a good time.
You know what my presents are? My presents are something that I was going to buy for myself, and I tell my wife this is what I want, and then I send her the money for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's literally how it goes.
My wife sent me a meme of a lady on her phone, and it said, "This is me going through the internet to find something to buy my husband for Christmas with his money."
Yeah.
Exactly.
A poll asked people, how good or bad are you at wrapping gifts? About 2/3 of Americans said they are good or very good at it, and 1 in 10 said they're very bad at it.
I can pull it off, but I would never say I'm good at it.
Not good, so horrible. Joe, can you wrap a present?
Chris, you wrapped your
Okay,
presents.
so that's a no for you. Carmen, how are you?
I can, but I am a firm believer. Don't buy wrapping paper. Just keep it in the bag it came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't care.
I'm, believe it or not, going to go out on a limb here and say I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do believe
All
it.
right.
That was good.
It's all because of my wife. My wife showed me how to do it. I took lessons from her basically, and there's certain things you got to fold over the edge and then crease it with the scissors and stuff. Yeah,
You got to get the
I-
wrapping paper with the squares on the back, though, right?
You don't have to. I mean, if you're a
No.
rookie, you can do that. One.
I'm a rookie then.
I
have to tell you-
eyeball it.
If I was rich and I had like extra rooms and stuff like that, one of them would definitely be like an arts and crafts / like wrapping room.
Who's that make you think of, Mike?
Let me say it. The producer, the TV producer,
Yes.
Aaron Spelling.
Yeah. He was so rich that he had a whole room that was like before everybody did,
Yeah.
you know.
But like I would love a craft room to be able to like sew and make stuff and have like a hot glue gun.
What do you know how to
Yeah.
sew? You don't know how to sew?
Yes, I do. I made a whole dress my senior year. That was like I was in home economics. I was the teacher assistant.
Oh, wow.
I'm a really good sewer. Yeah.
If I'm that rich, I'm just paying. Hey, knit me a sweater.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
some
Here's
people like
$1,000.
yeah, some people actually like doing things themselves.
No,
Theo.
not when I'm
Yeah.
that rich. I do nothing. You do
Right.
it
Hey,
for
can
me.
you hem my pants?
I could. I don't have a sewing machine. For one of my classes when I was in college, I had to volunteer, and I volunteered at an all-girls school, and that's what I did. I taught them how to sew, and we
Yeah.
made pillows.
Make their skirts shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You said
Yeah.
You said yeah.
This is how you get a husband.
Yeah.
First off, this was an all-girls school for like after-school care.
What's up,
for
ladies?
elementary school kids.
Gross,
so
Gio.
let's be quiet. Let's calm it
I didn't
down,
know that.
guys.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Too far.
Not all the facts were in.
I did not know that at the time.
Wallet Hub ranked the best cities for Christmas. Atlanta came in number 1. The rest of the top 5 are Pittsburgh, Seattle, Las Vegas, and Orlando.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
For in the middle of the winter for Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
Freezing.
And you can sled all the hills. Plus, all the bridges are lit up and everything.
Yeah.
Fancy. And then finally, news. Gio, do you think you have a holiday heart?
Yes. Of course.
Bad news.
Oh, no. Oh.
The term isn't as cute as it sounds.
Oh, no.
If you've heard holiday heart, it's from too much drinking over the holidays that can cause AFib, where your heart feels like it's fluttering. It's usually temporary, but can be very serious. So it's best to see a doctor if you have symptoms.
man.
I've
of holiday heart.
100% experienced that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you experience it all during the year,
All
not
the
just
time,
during
yeah.
the holidays.
Right.
Yeah, I had it on Tuesday when Baker Mayfield canceled.
All right.
You just drink your holiday heart away.
We don't call it holiday heart. We just call it Geo heart.
I was like, oh, no. There's a little bit of a flutter.
Yeah.
I think I skipped a beat.
Well,
Poor
I hope
Gio.
you guys all get holiday heart this year. That is it for news.
All right, Calvin, thank you. When
Got
we
it.
take a break and we'll come back, we'll be joined in the studio by Corporate Dizzy. Have you seen Corporate Dizzy yet?
I have.
He's there.
Yeah.
He is in here.
All right,
Yes, he is.
we're gonna get Corporate Dizzy up on the camera, and you'll be able to watch along live on the YouTube channel. Do you want to hear some stats about YouTube?
Yes.
They give you a YouTube year in review. We have had over 2 million views,
Oh.
6,308 new subscribers this year. We've uploaded 1,104 shows. You people have given us almost 4,000 comments, 44,000 likes, and 2,000 shares. Our top video of the year is what, Calvin?
Top video of the year. Ooh, I don't know.
Can I guess?
Is it Spanish losing his shoes?
No. Joe?
Bam Margera.
No.
Oh.
Bam Margera was the top short. It had 8,000 likes.
It was the Is Joe Bad at His Job video.
There were too
Which
many
one?
of those, so it fragmented out. That didn't work.
Can you tell us, is it an interview or something just from the show?
It's an interview, but it's a story about the about somebody.
What was
Story about something.
It's an interview that we did with a comedian, and he specifically is talking about somebody else.
He's talking about Ellen.
Yes, Greg Fitzsimmons
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about
Yeah.
Interesting.
that went crazy.
and he's not even in the room for that.
No, and the top live stream was the first Me and My Wife podcast. Number one was the most viewed, most live watched thing.
That was the one with the mics didn't work and Joe had the thing wrong.
Yes.
The
Camera on the chair, empty chair.
You're welcome, everybody.
the one that got reviewed.
Enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Who are these podcast past? What is it?
Whoa.
Who are these podcasts?
Yeah.
Reviewed another episode.
Oh,
We have
yes.
2, and then we have a live show today coming up at 11 o'clock. So a lot of things happen.
I love those guys.
Corporate Dizzy in the studio for the end of year reviews next on 102.5 The Bone.
I woke up this morning and my alarm went off and I did not want to get up. And I go, oh, just one more wake up. Just one more wake up.
That's what I said. Look, I love doing this job. It's not
Yeah.
a bad job. But to know that we're just 2 days away from
Yeah.
vacation is such a tease. And tomorrow will be a fun show.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow Joe will get drunk.
Once I get out of the bed, I'm fine. It's just that moment the alarm goes off and I'm trying to like propel myself out. I'm like, oh.
So
I
Brad-
will do the where you turn your first alarm off and then you're laying there and you're like, this is too long.
Yeah.
It must
Yeah,
have,
yeah,
I must
something
have
with
shut
that.
everything
Yeah.
off.
Brad Harden was my old boss. He said to me, mornings are just about getting your feet on the ground. Once your feet touch the ground,
Yeah.
it's not that bad. And then a couple of years ago, I talked to him and I went, hey, you were wrong. Every morning
Yeah.
my feet touch the ground. I go, you're wrong, Brad. You're totally wrong. I say that every morning in my head. I go, Brad Harden, you're wrong.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
Once I'm going, I'm good. But it's just
Yeah.
that first.
Yeah, once I
alarm.
brush my teeth, I'm
Yeah.
like, let's do this. Carmen,
Yes.
is Corporate Dizzy in the building?
Yes, he is.
Corporate Dizzy, how are you?
Good morning, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
good morning, Corporate Dizzy. Good to see you again. Joe, can we bring up Corporate Dizzy on?
I have him right
he's
now.
on Bone TV.
Mhm.
Is he wearing a mustache?
He looks fantastic.
He is.
Oh boy! All right.
Yeah, he's got a cup of coffee in his hand.
Yeah.
He has the white comb over going,
I like
very
it.
nice,
I like it.
and he's got a jacket. He's looking good.
Good.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
trust
So
him.
Corporate Dizzy came in last year, and he went in for end of the year review for each of us. And we thought it'd be a great idea to bring him back and compare the old reviews to the new reviews and see how we did for this year. Dizzy, how do you want to start this?
I think we'll do it like last year. I will just kind of give you a synopsis on the year.
Okay.
Ask you guys what you think you should be graded. We'll get into the grades. The questions, and then I'll finish with the grades.
Okay. All right. I like the way that works. All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
I'm gonna turn it over to you, Corporate Dizzy.
All right. This last year was filled with many ups and downs. Did people take my HR advice from last year, or did you feel you could mold your own path in 2024? First off, let's address the elephant in the room. Gio, congrats on full time.
You're the elephant.
I saw that coming.
Oh, and also you guys lost some weight. Mike, don't get excited. You look the same. I meant
damn it.
Spanish from the show's lineup.
Dead weight, you meant.
This is a roast? What's going on?
One bad apple can ruin the bunch. Is it a coincidence that the only member who wasn't present for the year-end reviews is also the only member of the show who didn't make it out the year with a job?
Interesting.
But was he the issue, or has someone else on the show been hindering the success all along? Does the show run better now, or is there now a missing ingredient to the dish? Before we start, I would like to go across the room and let everyone tell me the grade they deserve this year. Mike, let's start with you.
I have to tell you, I'm judged on the ratings by Nielsen, and my ratings have been exemplary. And also, we did lose one member of the show, but the other ones I think got stronger. So I would say a solid A for me this year.
Oh,
Okay. Galvin.
yes, sir. I would say, last year I was very proud of my grade, so I've tried to keep my standards up to meet last year and exceed last year, and I think I've done so. I think I deserve another A.
Okay. Carmen.
I think to the point that you brought up, Dizzy, that we did lose some weight and the show remained very consistent and solid, and we really didn't miss a beat. You're welcome. I think I deserve an A.
That's all on you?
I mean, did you take any of his responsibilities?
I sure did.
I sure did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? You're the only one that took on added responsibilities?
What did you take from Spanish's plate?
Who do you think runs all my commercials and stuff now?
Who texts you every morning?
Yeah, but who do you think deals with all the salespeople and records the commercials and has to deal with them directly now?
Yeah, you had to record your commercials from the beginning.
No, I work directly with the salespeople now. That was
Right. And
Spanish's job.
But I still help. You did not take over that whole responsibility yourself.
You didn't help nothing. All you do is tell me every day
then
which ones I have to
So
do.
then I will stop doing that.
First of all, you have to because I'm not there. You have the commercial law.
man.
Spanish was there and he was able to do it, so you can do that yourself too.
I don't know.
Corporate Dizzy, I'd like to
Exactly.
point out that I don't argue with other employees.
Galvin, you argue the most out of everybody.
I mean, that sounds like an argument. That
sounds-
sounds like you're arguing with
Sounds
me.
like there's a common denominator here. That's the problem.
I made a
It's-
statement and you argued.
Noted.
Okay.
So, Carmen, what grade do you think you deserve?
I hate it here. F all of you.
How about F you?
Yeah, and F you too.
What grade do you get?
I just said I had an A, and after this I said an F.
No, come on.
Yeah, A.
Oh,
What?
you're a bit killer.
I'm not. I'm doing this, and you're being what?
She said A.
I gave myself an A from the get-go,
Okay.
and then you wanted to argue with me about it.
Okay. Glad to be here. Gio, you're up.
Yes. I went through last year's HR and I went through some of the things you said. I took those to heart. I think I accomplished those things. I would also give myself an A. We had somebody leave the show. I feel like I picked up some of his responsibilities. I had to scramble around, make sure things still stayed on track. And I think I accomplished that.
Who do you
A.
think picked up more responsibilities of Spanish as you or Carmen?
Me?
Carmen?
I did.
Okay. I'm not judging. I was just asking.
All right. So everyone so far is A across the board, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pat.
I think that I also took some of your advice to heart, Dizzy, and I made some changes.
What were those changes?
Well, I'm coming here myself now, and I'm on time.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and I feel as if the YouTube channel is doing very well. I'm taking some credit for that, not entirely, but I am participating, and I believe that I've also stepped up and become a little more vocal on the show as well. So, I think I deserve an A++.
Whoa!
Wow.
All right. Okay, well, let's get straight to the questions because, these are just your opinions. I want to get down to the nitty-gritty and really see how your minds work. Mike, we will start with you, obviously.
All right.
Which firing are you most proud of this year? Dom from his new studio office.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Spanish from the show. Or Roger and JP from the airwaves.
A couple of things. One, I didn't have anything to do with Roger and JP.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there, sir.
All right.
Interesting.
This is a quote from Mike Calta on the Mike Calta Show, December 11th, 2024, at 7:22 a.m.
Corporate Dizzy has receipts.
Yeah, okay.
Quote, I'm going to fire people at the end of the week. Wait and see.
Oh.
Did I say that?
That's a quote, sir.
Oh, well, then not them. That's not the one I'm not proud of. Yeah. Also, not Spanish. That was out of left field, and I'm not happy about that one. So I'd have to say stopping Dom's office was my greatest accomplishment in 2024.
That was a W for sure.
That was a W.
Yeah.
For the building.
Okay. Who would you want to take over the midday spot?
So if Roger and JP are gone at 11 o'clock every day, I'd want it to be a new show. A John Senning show would be the next, to me, the next logical move.
Okay.
You're breaking up a show to create a new show.
I think John grew into. I think John, when Drew was sick, proved that he could be the host of a show. I think Drew feels that John could be a host of a show too by specifically renaming his show to give John that credit. Mm-hmm. And I think that John has grown into that role. So there's nothing against Drew's show. I think Drew functioned just fine without him, and John would function in the capacity of a host. So yeah, that's what I would do.
All right. Why did you fire me from the after show?
What?
This
happened?
is kind of breaking.
Breaking news?
I didn't fire you from the after show. I reassigned you to a different. I didn't do any of that.
You've been repurposed.
Yeah.
Wow.
I reassigned you, and the new host of the after show will be revealed tomorrow morning.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Right.
A lot of moving
Is it going?
parts.
Is that new show going to start, or we're just are you just announcing it?
No, what do you mean? No, it won't start until after the new year.
Gotcha.
Dizzy
Right.
kicked to the curb.
The last Celtic cruise, Gio and me brought our terrible family members to the cruise. Who has been the best and worst Celtic cruise invite that you have invited?
Me?
Yes.
I don't think I invited anybody. I'm trying to think. I invited Ralphie and Bert and
Your family.
My father's been there. That's good. My brother's been there.
Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say Billy Madison's first wife was the worst person that's ever been on the cruise.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the best?
The best would be my number one best friend, Bobby Kelly,
Okay. Who is going to be on this year's cruise?
who will be
Yes.
on this year, and another comedian who has not been announced yet. Maybe we'll announce that tomorrow.
Oh, congrats, Johnny B.
No, that's not true.
You're going to tell me more productive or less when I give you the scenario, okay? And this is all based on Spanish, your
Okay.
former employee. Spanish with the beads. More productive or less productive?
I don't even know that guy. I'd say less productive.
Okay.
Yeah,
After the first breakup,
more productive.
dating rebounds,
Less productive.
on friends' porches,
Way less productive.
living with Pap alone,
Well, way less productive.
living with Pap and the pants sex cult.
even less
Oh,
productive.
the fences.
Yeah. The Pants cult.
On meth.
I know. I have no knowledge of that, but I know the time period in which you speak, and I will say less productive.
Okay, and lastly, before Sad Weirdos.
Oh, Sad Weirdos was a result of everything. I say less productive. It was a downward spiral.
All right.
Yeah.
Rank these hosts of your fill-in shows from best to worst.
Okay.
Senning, Ian, Johnny B, and Olivero.
Sending number 1.
Okay.
Who is it? Sending Ian Olivero and who?
Johnny B.
That doesn't bode well.
Sending Johnny, Ian, and Mike. And I got to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever heard any of them. I'm just going by comments on the internet.
Okay.
And Ian has points working against him because he's black.
Oh,
And our audience is very racist.
You just killed Mike Olivero.
Oh, no, Mike's the worst.
Oh,
Mike's the worst.
He's holding back a tear right now.
Yeah.
That's like building up in the wells of his eyes.
It's not Mike. It's Corey that brings it down.
Oh,
What?
Go ahead. Next question. I'm on a roll right now.
Rank your show's cast from most productive to least.
Most productive, Carmen.
Oh.
Galvin, Gio, Pep.
oh man.
And that's everybody producing. Joe is even produces a lot. But
Thank you,
Carmen
Mike.
Carmen does the most physical work.
All right. Due to the speculation that arose with your recent firing, will you now personally administer drug tests for your show members?
No, I encourage my show members to do as much drugs as they want to do as long as
I
it
have
doesn't
a
affect the show.
question to Corporate Dizzy. Who on this show do you think does drugs?
On the current roster,
Yeah.
nobody.
No.
But drug tests could show otherwise. Well, actually, no. Look, Pat.
I was going to say,
Pat.
I was gonna say,
Pat.
are you talking about within the last 8 years?
that doesn't count.
I had a glass and a half of wine last night and I was like, woo, ladies.
Started swinging with his neighbors.
Yeah.
The second one?
All right, a couple more here for
All
you.
right.
Now, not counting former members, which member of your show was your biggest disappointment this year?
I'd have to say Joe.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I mean, you did a lot, Joe, but you still fell short in certain areas. Then you peed on my sprinter.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
That was the nail in the coffin.
That was the urine-soaked nail in the cup.
No.
You're going to be giving a $100,000 salary raise at the beginning of next year, but it requires the termination of one of our music stations. Who gets the axe from Mike Calta?
Is 97X still considered a station?
No,
Oh. Ooh.
that would
So-
be easy.
Yeah, so we would have had to get rid of the Eagle. Titus is here. Alexa, stop. We'd have to get rid of Magic, Eagle. What's
Dove.
left? Dove. One of those three?
Or the vibe, yep.
Oh, Vibe.
I like Vibe. I mean, and Vibe does well. I would say get rid of Dove.
Okay.
I mean, even Dove is the most popular station.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I thought you would have gone Magic.
No, Magic's getting all the women. Magic's got Danielle on it, and it's got
That
all the
other
women.
lady?
The other lady, Scott.
What about
Yeah.
the Eagle?
Yeah, the Eagle's,
Eagle's
good.
good.
Eagle's the only
Yeah.
rock station around.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Which on-air personality from our music stations would be better utilized on the bone?
Ethan.
Caw. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for answering all these questions. I will take them into consideration.
Okay. All right.
Moving on to Galvin.
Yes, sir.
How much do you make monthly from your bets?
It varies, but I can tell you that I'm usually pulling down a few grand a weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's
All
killing
right.
it.
Yeah. How much free cash did you make off the Hard Rock Bet invite list?
It's funny. Somebody asked that the
I
other
saw
day on
that,
the thing.
yeah.
Whatever. So whenever I first started doing that, somebody said, a female listener said, hey, you should put the link up because if they go through your link, you both can get up to $50 in bonus bets. So whenever people do it, I can tell you I have reached my limit that you can only have like 250 people invited. So I got all that. So I don't know the exact number, but I know that, whenever people got it, we both got bonus bets. So it was a good amount that I, throw in there. So it was nice. Yeah.
What is the hardest part of creating open letters?
Coming up with new ones. It's just coming up with the topic that I haven't already done. Sometimes
for 17 years.
That's the big thing is, been doing it for so long. There's sometimes where I'll do something. I'm like, did I do that yet? Did I already write this? Like, I'll think of something and I'm like, did I already do that joke? So it gets a little difficult after that many years.
So the script and the actual delivery, not as bad. It's just coming up with those the content.
Yeah, coming up with the ideas.
Yeah. All right. Which open letter were you disappointed in this year?
Oh, I probably forgot it. You know what I mean? Like the good one will stick out. Good ones will stick out. But the other ones are like, I filled some time there.
All right.
I'll be the first one to admit they're not all winners.
Well, since you're known as the betting guy on the show, I'm going to give you a couple of different scenarios, and you're going to bet the over or under on them.
Okay.
As a betting guy. Okay?
All right. Got it.
If you need any clarification as we get to them, just ask. All right. Sad weirdos lasting all of 2025.
I will take the under. I will take the under.
All right.
I'm surprised it's still on.
I didn't know it was still on.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Will Kuntz will make it back to the weekday programming.
Ooh.
Make back to weekday programming?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the under because I think he goes somewhere else.
Okay. Dom will finally get his office here at CMG.
I will take the under all day on that.
Pap actually changed his locks at his house.
Take the under.
Mm-hmm.
Pap, have you?
Yes, it was done by Big Dick the next day.
I believe that.
Oh.
So technically you are right. He didn't change the locks.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Everyone on the show passes the new drug test.
Everyone, I go the under on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Because there's somebody that's going to throw a wrench in it.
Old weed lips over there.
Carmen will get a pay raise in 2025.
Ooh. I hope so. Deservedly so. Taking the under on that. Yeah.
Got to bet smart, not with your heart.
That's right.
Yeah. That's why he makes the money, guys. The Rays send stuff to Mike in 2025.
Is there an under the under? Because I'll take that.
Carmen bangs a player at Chamberlain.
Oh!
Hey,
Wow.
Over under for
Wow.
I don't like this game anymore.
I take under Carmen.
Chatty Daddy bangs a player at Chamberlain.
That's already happened.
No, it has not.
No.
Chatty party, the new Diddy party.
No.
Scotty finally struts out the closet in 2025.
Ooh, he came close at the food drive. He came close. There was a long, awkward pause. I'm going to say 2025 is his I'm coming out year.
I'm coming out?
Yeah, I'm going to go the over on that one.
The show adds another member in 2025.
Oh, interesting. I don't know.
Question, can I add an addendum?
Yeah.
Changes members or adds a member.
I like it.
Changes by either adding or taking one away or swapping one out.
If that's the scenario, then I take the over that happens.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
The new show lineups will outperform the former shows.
Over.
All right. Two more here. Pap will lie before May.
Oh, the over. I thought you were going to say before the end of the show.
Yeah.
Lying right now.
Gio will bitch about a game or ruling before February.
Oh, over.
Twice today already.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, Galvin. Thank you.
Oh,
for
that was
your
easy.
Questions.
All right,
and
thank
I'll take
you.
them
Now,
into
do you have
consideration.
questions for Gio and Pap and Carmen as well?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then I'll tell you what. I'm going to bring Titus in, talk to him, and we'll continue after that, okay?
Yeah, whatever works.
Go get Titus, please. Let's bring him in here real quick. Titus O'Neill, you know him as the guy who stole my son's car.
Mm-hmm.
Titus is the most handsome guy I've seen in a long time. Here he comes. Let me see.
Walking.
Well, he's in. Let me see what you
Changing clothes.
Oh, I
Changing clothes on
I
us.
like the vest.
Unless that was recorded.
That
yesterday.
must have been recorded.
Yeah.
Titus, I come in here, sit down. We're live on the air, so don't curse. I know you like to throw the F word around.
All the time.
Yeah, you're a potty mouth from the start. I saw a video of you this morning. Made me very nervous. Wait,
Is that Mike?
Sorry. Try that. There you go. Try that. Get on that mic. Say hi.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you were with the Outback Bowl people. They were wearing like gray sweatsuits.
Gasparilla Bowl.
Gasparilla Bowl. Sorry, they were wearing gray sweatsuits, and they were doing what looked like stocking work or something. They were putting boxes in it, and then they showed you, and you were wearing like a yellow thing, and I thought you were in jail. I thought the first I go, oh, he got popped. They finally got him. You can't be as good as you seem on the surface. You can't be as good as you seem.
Why would I be in jail?
No, I don't. Listen,
And why is that your first thought?
why is Puff Daddy in jail? Nobody knew Puff Daddy was going to jail. You ever been to a Diddy party?
No, absolutely not.
No. Would you go if they
Not
would have
even
invited
remotely
you?
close.
No. But back in the day, before we knew that they were bad, if you knew,
I wouldn't have went.
I would have went. You wouldn't have went?
I wouldn't have went.
Why not?
I got invited to a Hugh Hefner party. I didn't go.
I went to you. Not as good as you think.
I heard.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't go.
I mean, probably would have been better for you.
Uh,
Yeah, but I mean, I went there and I was like, yeah, this is not what you do. I want to be invited to a Hugh Hefner party in 1972. That's when the action was at.
I also have to imagine he has to think that, is this a trap? You know what I mean? Is
That's
this something
true.
that's going to be bad for my reputation,
I
bad
don't
for...
think you can have phones in there though.
Not at the party, no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
some
still
girl,
get you.
some girl grabs your hand and pulls out a full of her hair, and she's like, "He tried to get me."
Yeah.
You know.
I stay out of those.
You smell wonderful.
I know.
Yeah. Now, I know you don't listen to the show on a regular basis, and that's okay.
I don't listen to any radio show on a regular basis.
Well, that's
I'm
not-
not in the car like
You're a mover and a shaker.
I am, but I'm not in the car like that.
Yeah, okay, I get you.
When I am, I'm usually probably on the phone.
Does it ever get back to you?
I heard you. I did hear you were talking sugar, honey, and iced tea last week.
I was talking a lot of sugar, honey, and iced tea. Yeah.
These guys, we on the radio too.
These guys bust my balls all the time because they said that you came here, looked at my car, and said, "I want it," and just left with it and just took
That
the
is
car.
kind of wild.
It's a nice,
So
nice
please
car. I'm
don't
gonna
talk
take
to
it.
my wife. I don't want you to take anything else out of this.
Exactly how it went down.
Yeah.
And I might get the purple one.
No.
Yeah. I actually, speaking of which, my son now wants the truck.
I can get
He's
you a
in
truck.
college,
Yep.
and his ass is going to use some NIL money if he wants to get a truck.
There you
I'm
go.
still paying his insurance, and it's sky high.
Now, how do you? I have an 18-year-old who sucks all the funds out of my bank account. At what year do you? What do you cut him off?
Well, 21 technically.
I mean, legally,
Legally, I can't pay him as an employee,
right?
so it's not a tax benefit to me.
I got you. My son is just loafing right now. He's took the year off and after high school.
Yeah, that don't happen. That wouldn't happen in my house.
Oh no, you probably make your kids get up and do sit-ups and stuff when they were little.
They did have to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could be a multi-billionaire.
If you didn't have kids.
No.
Oh.
I could be a multi-billionaire. My wife would still do something. She's not. I mean, she don't have to go and dig ditches. Or
No
nothing
free
like that.
rides.
Right.
Yeah, but you had a purpose long before I came. You had goals, you had visions, you had dreams. Like, why would you stop doing that?
Because you're a billionaire.
It doesn't matter. Like, go contribite to life. I don't care if you work for the foundation.
Okay.
Full time.
I got you. You just don't want to squander the time. Yeah, I got you.
I know there are women that are fine with that, going to the mall every day, but that's got to get boring at some point.
Yeah. Then it
the
gets.
kids grow up.
Yep.
And then they're like, "Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do."
Yeah. I hear you there.
Fran Hosh and Rhett Jones told me to tell you hello, by the way.
Say hello
and
to
they
them
also
back.
asked me not to, respond to what you were doing last week.
Listen to me. I'm just being honest. And I should be your friend. I should tell you right now, TMT. Too much Titus. There's not an event I haven't seen you. Boxing, there you are in the front row. Any major
Front
event
row, walking them to the ring.
Walking people to the ring.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a backlash where people get sick of seeing you.
No, but they're not sick of seeing me.
No, not yet. They're not.
Can I tell you exactly
You're
what
really
it
going
is?
to be sick of seeing me in 2025.
He hit on it without realizing he hit on it. I should be your friend. That's his big problem.
He is though.
No,
Is he?
No,
Is he
no,
going to
no,
Vegas
no.
with
Yeah,
you and
you know what?
Batista?
I did hear.
You have
someone say
never done
That's
a
the problem.
friend thing with me ever.
lies.
Do you? Listen, the closest thing we do as friends is embrace when we see each other. Hey, what's up? We give each other a man hug.
We're in the same spaces.
No,
Why
you
would I
have
need to call
never
you to
called
go
me
to a
and
place
said,
and be
"Let's
like-
go grab some dinner, or let's go hang out, or let's
So
go."
let's-
I even showed
let's-
you a beautiful girl I wanted to set you up with, and you said she's beautiful, and even that you let it go.
Well,
I feel like our friendship in 2024
okay, so
deteriorated.
I now that we're on air and
Yeah.
we can expose something.
Okay,
All right. So friendship is a two-way street, right?
Sure.
So just because you present the opportunity for someone to do something, don't you think you should also present the opportunity? Hey, man. Hey, I see you. I see you're back in town. I know you've been traveling. You want to go grab lunch? You want to go grab dinner? Hey, me and my wife are gonna have some people over to the house. I know y'all have people over to the house.
we never
right?
have people over there.
Okay.
Ever.
So,
He talks about it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Never have
Yeah,
people.
you talk about it. But either way, I know you eat.
I do. I do. That is true. I do.
That's
eat.
evident.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the food. Yeah.
a lot of dinners, a lot of dinner opportunity.
A lot of them free too.
What?
Oh.
Yeah,
I pay for all my dinners.
not all of them.
The only time I don't pay is when Pete pays because we play credit card roulette, and if
Oh,
Pete's at the table,
yeah.
order everything because
Yeah.
Pete loses every time.
Okay.
Every time.
Yeah. I got
listen,
a couple friends like
I'm gonna tell you, Titus. You're in there. You're in my friend realm.
you're in mine too.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it all.
You're.
I believe I'm an afterthought to you. I believe that that you're like, oh man, I remember that guy. I got to call him and see if I can go on the show. That's what I am to you.
Do you really? So he says too much Titus, but then he says, "I'm calling him to get on the show."
No. Listen to me. You didn't, and also, by the way, you didn't call and ask me to be on the show. You said I'm coming in on Wednesday at 8:30.
Yeah, of course.
Make room for me.
Yeah.
I might take your car when I leave.
Yeah.
So
Line
I
up some
understand
cars
how
for
it
me.
goes.
Yeah. Put the one that you want the least in the front of that.
Titus O'Neil is here. I got to be honest with you. I'm not even 100% sure what you're doing. I know you do the joy of giving. You do so
It's the
many
joy
things.
giving. Joy giving.
Especially around the holiday times. There's one thing you can't say about Titus. You can make jokes as much as you want, but literally one of the most giving. Most people who do this do it for a couple of years and then they're like, I'm done with that now. But you get stronger as the time go on. You do more things and help more people. So it's why we don't get sick of seeing your face because it's always for something good. What do you have going on now?
We have our Joy of Giving.
Yeah.
It's the 16th annual Joy of Giving. We're doing a parade. We're honoring Chad Chronister.
He's a fine gentleman.
He is more than a fine gentleman.
Yes.
He is a great man that I am so glad that did not leave and go take the position that he was offered with the DEA.
Do you think he will? What do you think is his next? And I'm not saying this as his friend. I'm saying this as a citizen of Tampa Bay. What do you think is his next move politically? I believe him not taking that job opens him up for doing something else in the future, being the governor one day, or something along those lines.
I don't think he wants. Well, I think he the last few years we've asked and asked and asked. And he's like, I just want to be the sheriff. I just want to be lawful, leave more people, do this a few more years. And I mean, the guy's a billionaire.
Yeah,
Like, why-
a literal billionaire.
Literally, like, why would you? You've done great. Like,
and cares and is doing his job because he genuinely
Yeah.
cares because he doesn't have to do it,
Yeah, it's
and he
not
certainly
about-
doesn't have to do a dangerous job.
no, it's not
No.
about Democrat or Republican for him. It's really about people. And that's the reason why I wanted to honor him as our Grand Marshal this year.
Now, where does the parade go?
It goes from the backside of Foster Elementary up 22nd down into Sly,
Right.
and then into my school, and that's where we have all the gift distributions, food, fun, games,
Right.
etc.
And what can people do? They just come. They can come watch the parade. They can come give. They can do what can
Yeah,
they do?
they can come give. They can. I definitely want as many people out there to support the parade.
Yeah.
We start at 9:01. I want a great turnout for a great man. He is literally one of my closest friends, and really
I bet you go out to dinner with him.
I do.
Yeah,
All the
okay.
time.
Neither one of you.
At minimum,
I'm also
once a
friends
month.
with him. Neither one of you guys said, we should call Mike and see if he wants to come to dinner.
I mean, again, it can't be a one-way street.
I mean, at one point you
When's
could.
the last time? Let me look at my text.
geez.
Oh,
When's
no.
the last time you
Right.
text me and say, "Hey, buddy, I know you're out and about doing X, Y, and Z.
I was gonna
just
text
want
you.
to let you know I appreciate you, and if you get a chance, let's go get a burger.
I was gonna text you on Saturday and be like, "Do you want to go to the UFC fight with me?" And then I figured you were probably already there already. Oh, you weren't here? See,
I was in Atlanta.
Yeah. What were you doing in Atlanta? Hanging out with another celebrity?
Yeah.
What were you doing in Atlanta?
I was doing something with Shaq.
I got you. All right.
Yeah. So.
Were you hanging out with him on New Year's?
I am. He's gonna be here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Do you want me to come out that day?
Yes.
You can buy a ticket. You can buy a ticket.
I feel like me and Shaq would do some cool stuff together.
Yeah, you know what? We can hang out because you got your driver.
Yeah. Oh, now see.
Yeah, it makes it easy for us to hang out more. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What are you bringing to the table?
You're hilarious.
Hey, listen, you guys can hang out. You bring the Sprinter. He's got a hat that you can put on.
Right. You sit in the front, and I'll be in the back with Shaq because he's got to stretch his legs.
He'll print out the map quest.
Park out front and make sure you keep it running.
Yep.
Oh boy,
what are you doing for Christmas?
I'm actually staying here for Christmas, as opposed to going away because we went away for Thanksgiving. We just got too hectic. What are you doing?
I'm going
to Santa's.
I thought about it. I thought about going to Toronto. My daughter is going to be up there.
Yeah, in Toronto?
In Toronto. That's where her grandparents live at. My sons are here now. Obviously, Titus is playing in the Gasparilla Bowl.
Right.
And with Florida versus Tulane. And TJ will be here tonight. They didn't make a bowl game at UCF this year, unfortunately. So they'll stay here with me until Monday. And then I was thinking about hopping on a plane and going to Toronto for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then coming back home on the 26th. Now, we have SmackDown here on Friday, the 27th.
And Titus has tickets if you need him and you see him out and about.
Ticketmaster.com. greatest place to get any event, concert, whatever you want.
I was thinking about that the other day. I drove by Emily and I saw the SmackDown thing and I thought, what a pain in the ass that must be for you.
Not anymore.
No. What do? You just tell everybody no?
No. You have to. I don't even do that anymore. They'd be like, hey, bro, I was wondering if you could help me out with a couple of tickets.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the events page, get the event.
Send them the link.
Send them the link.
That's the way to go.
There you go, bro. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Do you think, though, is there there's a tier level of where some people ask you for tickets and you really feel you have to come through?
It work,
yeah.
For some.
I know. That's the guilt, the pain in the ass guilt.
It's not even guilt anymore. I just, it's just like people sometimes they say, hey, man, we want to figure out a way to partner with you and your foundation.
Oh.
But it's really more about them
getting the tickets?
No. Oh. Not even the tickets. It's just partnership.
Right.
What does partnership look like to you? Well, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this. Well, this seems to me that this is one-sided.
Yeah.
So I usually tell them thanks but no thanks. Or they ask me if I can support one of their charitable events. You haven't volunteered 1 hour at my school. You haven't volunteered 1 hour at any of my events, and I throw several a year.
Yeah.
You haven't given $1, but you're reaching out to me and asking me for money.
Yeah. But can I just tell you though, I'm the same way. Mm-hmm. I have no problem telling people no, and here's why. And isn't that a great feeling?
Yeah.
Because you could sleep better.
Yeah, I used to feel bad about not being able to tell people yes. But
yeah.
Man, that's a mental health crisis waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
I know somebody who seemingly doesn't tell people no.
Who?
Fran Hosh.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
She's everywhere. She's
saving dogs, cats, wild animals.
We gave away a motorcycle this weekend. She was out there for that.
Yeah, she's everywhere.
And she travels with a horde of good-looking girls too. So that's not a bad thing.
Not at all.
Yeah. Is she a big sponsor of the Joy of Giving?
Supporter of everything that I do.
She is great for this community as well. She is never not
she's a gator.
Been to help out. Well, there you go. Is that why you guys get along so well?
No, I think we get along more so because she's just really a really good person. And she's got a great backstory too. She came over here as an immigrant family with her family and made a way for herself, ate ramen noodles, so
that's the key to success. If you've spent years of your life eating ramen noodles
as a kid.
Do you still have ramen noodles in your house?
Somebody just sent me some ramen noodles, literally, 2 days ago. They're supposed to be sophisticated ramen noodles, but I did finally went to Wagamama.
I don't even know what that is.
It's downtown, right across from Boulogne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the place was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, I had essentially ramen noodles. And
I'm just saying, I always bought a case of ramen noodles. I always have them in my pantry just in case. Just in case something happens. We always got the ramen.
Yeah, I can't say that I have that.
Titus O'Neil, how's Batista doing?
He's doing great. He just got back home.
Haven't seen him in a long time, but I know
he's been gone.
He's been busy
filming.
What's he filming? What's he doing? Spoil it all for us.
Filming?
What are you filming? When are we going to see you in movies?
You'll see me in several things in 2020.
Talk to me. What am I looking for? Is that when we no longer have a relationship when you're a movie star?
No. I'll still come and say hello.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to promote my event.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
look, I look forward to hanging out with you and Shaq on New Year's Eve.
What time you picking me up?
Just park on the side. Park on the side.
Yeah, what time is the car driving? What's your driver's name
man.
again?
I'm not telling you. You know, Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Why?
Because he's going to take your sprinter.
Just want to make sure I'm calling the right guy's name.
Tom works for Titus now. I don't know if you heard.
If it's vehicular and it's Calta, good chance I'm going to swipe it from underneath you.
Listen, we could strike a deal. Bring Shaq on the show, and then you can leave with the sprinter.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
but you don't do the show on Saturdays.
I'm done with the show tomorrow for the year, buddy. Tomorrow's the last show.
I mean, we could have did our little traditional thing.
What? Titus in the butthole?
Yeah.
I know. Well, we got a whole 2025.
Yeah.
We got a whole year.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we friends.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even tell me, hey, it's the last show of the year. Let's take it out with a bang.
Listen to me. You know how busy this show was? And if I didn't even hesitate when you called. I was like, we will get you on the show, and we'll get you in a primetime hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, a lot of people.
You kind of didn't have a choice.
I mean, but I could have.
You talk crap about me.
Yeah, I do talk a lot of crap about you.
A lot.
Yeah.
So the least you can do is give me some time in the primetime slot to at least respond and show the people like, hey, he knows that Mike talks crap about him, and he still sits across from him, doesn't get physical, doesn't even retaliate anything. So all you do is
I feel like you just threatened me physically. You just subtly threatened me physically. Like you warned me.
Even though Mike knows I would crush him.
Yeah. That's how I feel like you were saying.
I would destroy him.
All right, well, let's not get crazy now. Let's not get crazy.
It was like a warning shot.
Yeah. I mean, let's not get crazy.
There's
let's
not
just
very
say
many people that can talk crap about me.
Yeah.
The way that you do.
Yeah.
I saw 6 different muscles move when he said that.
You don't notice my neck is.
Do you know that? But I don't. Isn't there a certain level of respect that you have that I maintain? At least when you're here, I don't pretend to not talk crap about you. I say.
Yeah. You've called me on the air and been like,
yeah,
he's not going to answer.
Yeah, and then you answer on the first ring while you're working out.
Yeah.
See, but can I say something? In all seriousness, I do always remember that. I had a guy the other day ask me for a favor, and he said, I don't know if he will do this. I go, you did me a favor 22 years ago. I remember. That's what good people do. So, Titus, I don't tell too many people, but I do like you a lot. And I do consider you a friend.
Well, you're telling a lot of people.
I know. But I hope that everybody supports the joy of giving, and certainly to honor Chad Cronister. Now, Friday, I am not working on Friday because I will be out emceeing Sheriff Cronister's clay shoot.
Yeah.
You're not going to that, are you?
I might show up.
Oh, really? Yeah, I will be out there for that.
I was invited.
I'm sure you were. Of course. I'm sure you were. I got to work. You got invited to go over there, but I
got to work, too. I got to get stuff loaded into the school and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
No, I know you got a lot on your plate, and thank you for all that you do for our community here and in Tampa Bay, where it's nice to have you and the people that surround you here working for us or with us. And I hope you have a great Christmas.
I hope you do too. Are you going to play Santa Claus this year?
In what?
Huh?
In who?
Santa Claus.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them. No, I'm not. I don't have enough of the. I only got the. I don't have the.
Yeah, you got the body, bro.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's not say it like that. You giant, you big elf, you.
He's not asking Batista to play Santa Claus.
Yeah. Have you seen Dave lately?
No, I haven't seen him.
I saw some pictures. Yeah.
Oh, I saw how much weight he's lost.
Pounds.
What's he doing? Why is he doing it?
He's a vegan. Well, he did it for a couple of different roles.
Right.
But he just started. He became a vegan and doesn't lift weights. He does more grappling and stuff like that now.
Right.
And he looks great.
Who would win in a fight between you and Batista?
I don't know.
Why don't we find out for charity?
We wouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Dave fought professionally.
Yeah.
Remember he did the MMA
yeah,
for a little while.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying Titus is afraid?
I'm
No, I'm not saying
But
that.
don't,
just giving
he
you some
was
facts.
Galvin was saying
I'm
it.
just giving you some
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He is a badass, though.
Dave is.
Yeah.
I've seen him fight.
Yeah.
For real fight.
He wouldn't.
Oh, I feel like that was a shot at you. He said
Yeah.
for real fight.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You took a shot. He took a shot.
No,
at
he did MMA fighting.
No,
That's what I
yeah,
meant.
not
No.
fake wrestling is what you're saying.
Oh.
That's what I heard.
Hey, my house is paid off.
The house isn't
This
fake.
house paid off.
The house isn't fake.
Who's your best friend? Like, and like, who'd you run with in WWE? Like, who'd you hang out with all the time?
The New Day.
Yeah.
Mark Henry.
With New Day must have been fun to hang out with.
They're
Yeah.
great, dude. Natalia.
Yeah.
Natalia lives here.
Yeah. Mark Henry.
Mark Henry.
Mark Henry was mean to my dad one time.
Was he?
Yeah.
I'm sure he was.
My dad wasn't intimidated, but I didn't want my dad and Mark Henry to have a fight, and that would have been bad.
Not back then either.
No.
That dude is strong.
Yeah. He's all chest.
Yeah.
He's just a
Yeah,
monster.
yeah.
There's no, like, there's certain fights where you're like, all right, I'm going to fight till I can. Then there's one you just lay down and let him hit you.
Yeah, Big
Yeah.
Show, we have this running joke that, don't tell anybody we're friends. Kind of like me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Big Show is a good friend of mine.
I like Big Show a lot. He's a good dude.
Yeah, and so, but don't tell nobody.
So me, you, Shaq, and Big Show, we could all fit nice in that Sprinter. Take the two middle seats out. We could stretch our legs.
You're sitting in the front seat?
No, I don't sit in the front. There's a divider. Then I won't be able to hang out with you guys.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Sit in the front. You and Tom.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You just reach back and ask us if we need it. Look back to the people.
Actually, Tom, you don't even need to be there. Really.
Yeah.
Well, it's always a joy to see you, Titus. Thank you. Joy of Giving is happening. What is
Anybody
it?
want to support
Yes.
the foundation in any way, shape, or form, we'd love that. BulletFamilyFoundation.org, BULLARD, FamilyFoundation.org. You can donate there.
Can you do it like a Venmo thing or whatever online?
Yes. You can,
Okay. Yeah, you go help Titus out. Titus helps the kids in this area, and he does it legitimately. You can know where every dollar is going. You see where his heart is and what he does.
No overhead.
No overhead. Yeah, because he's pretty much out doing everything himself. He's everywhere and everywhere he needs to be. So, Titus, thank you. Have a great holiday.
You too. Is that a Roots of Fight shirt?
Who? Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think it's
I have the Cassius Clay.
the Cassius Clay one. Yeah, I don't think so. Roots of Fight only goes up to like 2X. I had to go to the Fat Guy store for this.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't have those sort of problems. What? That's easily the funniest thing you've ever said. That's the funniest thing I ever said. And on that note, we're going to break. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone, and we'll finish our end of the year reviews next. Corporate Dizzy, are you with us?
Yes, I'm still with you.
Okay,
And
just to pick up, we all went around and graded ourselves an A. Then Dizzy interviewed me, and he interviewed Galvin. Now he's going to interview the rest of the show, and then we still got the Deep Inside the Music guys. So, Dizzy, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Corporate Dizzy.
yes, interrupting me for the big black giant definitely won't affect y'all's grades. All right, next up, Spanish.
Well,
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You didn't want to take people's advice that much as a parent, so if you don't want to care, why should I?
Oh.
This last year's review,
Wow.
and it showed in your performance this year, you can go get your grade from Shark.
Wow.
It's going to be an interesting
Okay.
the first time you guys see each other.
Dizzy
Yeah, right?
Dizzy sounds scorned.
Yep.
I'd be like, it wasn't me, it was corporate Disney. There's a difference. Carmen,
Yes. So,
you're up next. First of all, props for being dressed up for this.
thank you.
Yeah, I
What
know
is
it's
she
all-
wearing?
She's dressed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take a picture. But yeah, I wore a nice blouse and a skirt and stuff.
Oh.
Must be the second job's Christmas party.
Nope, that already happened.
What is your OnlyFans handle?
It is Sandy.Carmen,
Okay.
but I have not posted anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, yet.
So last year I gave you the note of making one and using it. What is stopping you from using the OnlyFans account?
Unwanted hair.
Well, Dizzy, corporate Dizzy, I would have to say, even though you are okay with it, I know there are other corporate heads maybe above you that not be so fond of it. So I would like to stay employed. So what I have done to try and reach a compromise with you, I have definitely been showing more cleavage on my other social medias to make up for it. So I'm hoping that would grant a little bit of leeway and understanding of why I haven't been complete OnlyFans.
Send me the receipts and I'll be the judge.
Okay.
Okay, so what new duties do you have, and how much do you feel you should get paid a year for your position?
Question.
So I can tell you.
Did you say question?
It's a good question.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So I can tell you right now, I actually have a list, and instead of going over all of them, I can tell you I am up to 20 individual responsibilities.
Okay.
And I would like to make somewhere close to around $80,000 a year. I think that is reasonable. And the average salary to live comfortably in the state of Florida is $93,000.
So you're willing to live uncomfortably.
I don't want to,
Right.
but I am good with money. But again, because if I'm not making $80,000, I think jumping to 90 may be a reach. But I would say I should make 90. But if I can't, I can live off of 80.
Okay, well, that brings me to my next question. $350,000 is spread out amongst the show's cast. What would you pay these individuals off of that $350,000? And that includes Mike.
And that's not including our salaries as we have now. That's just like if we went into.
No, this will be your salaries. Off the $350,000, you have to split them up. Are you getting a sheet out?
I was about to say, I don't know if you know this, Dizzy. I'm not really good at math.
A lot.
Okay.
But so 350. I'm gonna have to probably backtrack. Then Mike would get 100.
100.
Just 100.
Okay, you can get 150.
Okay.
Make it easy. Galvin would then get 100.
Okay.
And then I only have 100 left. And then I would get 50. Joe and Gio would each get 25.
Oh.
That's from easy math.
Okay.
Even though 90, you need to live comfortably.
Yeah.
So you both of them 25.
I only had 350 to pay all of us. What do you want?
All right.
The 350.
350.
Yeah, exactly. I would like that too, but I have to pay 5 people. Logic.
Who complains more? You about your pay or Gio losing in anything?
Oh, Gio, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm very competitive.
JP was in your top 3 guys you would hook up with at the station that wasn't on your show's cast. Who will take the spot, seeing as you picked me and Senning? Who will be the third to join us?
Now that JP is no longer on air. I mean, if he stays on air, then obviously
He's not, though.
he would stay in that. So I guess Monica.
Oh.
I'll move Monica.
Yeah, you can pick Monica.
Monica's fun. We both
I
like
love that
seltzers.
Carmen would go lesbo before she picked any of us.
And short.
Well, he did say not on the show.
Yeah.
And I feel like me and Monica would get along, even though she's a cat person. I'm a dog person, but she likes to drink seltzers and go out and, you know.
All right.
You get dog or cat.
Yep.
Oh. Who do you feel is the only member of the radio station who is in talks with you to be the hardest working person?
One more time?
Who's the only one that agrees you're the hardest working person?
No, that is in like the running to be the
Yes.
hardest working person.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
okay.
latter.
Yeah. I would say after me, then it would be Galvin.
Okay.
What?
Yes.
Well, you're crazy.
Who would you think, Mike?
On the show or at the? I thought you said at the station.
At the station.
Oh, at the station. Okay.
I don't even think of the show. Calvin's the first one to leave here every day.
But he also makes all the rejoiners and sounders for all the other
he
shows.
does a second job. He's the production director.
Yeah, that's part of being productive.
Oh,
I don't know how
brother.
you add stuff up, but Jesus. So for on the show or on the whole station, I thought you meant on the show. That's my apologies.
Doesn't listen well.
I do not.
Yeah.
I keep getting crucified every time I open my mouth.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
Bad at math.
Yeah. I would say then Dizzy, you.
Okay. taking away that last comment.
Thank you. 100.
Back on board. Now that Spanish is gone, who will be the show member who is late the most in 2025?
Gio. It already started.
Wow.
He was late today.
Ooh.
I'm just like Spanish, I guess.
100%.
The meth part.
Yeah.
Last question.
Oh, thank God.
Which female on-air personalities at all the stations should be paid less than you? I'm going to name them. You tell me more or less.
Okay.
St. Pete Sam.
Less.
Oh. Danielle.
Less.
Monica.
Even.
Nope.
What, you think
Yeah.
Danielle should
More
make
or
less
less.
than you, but Monica should make the same?
One, Danielle moved time slots to a different time slots. She does not do her show live, and she has taken less responsibilities so she can focus on her other responsibility.
Just to
which
clarify,
is her
though.
because she owns a gym. So that is where her passion, that is where
Okay.
her main focus is.
All right. But Monica, who no longer has an afternoon show, is just weather and traffic, should get the same as you.
But again, that is undecided because there's still things that are happening in the preceding future that I am unaware of, so I can't judge. So I am just judging based on this last year. She does morning traffic and is an integral part of the midday show that was on here. So because she has two jobs and she works
All right.
more hours,
That makes
that's-
more sense.
More or less, though, just because it's one or the other.
it's one or the other. Based on that, then I would have to say more.
Oh, okay.
She has two jobs.
And Kelly.
More. Marconi winner. Only Marconi winner on the whole entire staff, not Mike Calta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. And lastly, two more. Sorry. Christy Knight.
Who? No. I'm kidding.
That's a
That would have
less.
been great. That would have been great.
I'm kidding. But I'm going to go less.
All right.
I don't know what she does.
And lastly, Scotty.
Less.
Okay.
God,
All right. Thank you for your answers.
You're welcome.
Wow.
I hate you so much.
a lot going on in Carmen's house, man. A lot going on in Carmen's. All right, who's next?
Gio.
Yes.
Besides stir the pot and troll, what else do you bring to the show?
Nothing.
Okay.
Honesty.
Yeah.
How do you claim to be a football guy, but fall on your face when it comes to the weekly picks and the Hard Rock bets?
Listen, I'm not in last place. I'm like in second. I don't think I would necessarily fall on my face.
Okay.
I think that's a wrong assessment.
Oh.
If there's money on it, he falls on his
Yeah, if
face.
there's money involved, 100%.
And you're actually fourth
fourth. Well, so still, that's not last.
Yeah, there's money involved in this too.
out of four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, did Galvin lose last night?
No,
Or Monday
he did
night?
not.
Okay.
No.
So you and Ian are losers.
Yes.
Not me.
You lose in football picks. You lose in Hard Rock bets. You lose in Sporkle. You lose in Death Pool. Can you name something you found success in this year?
Correction. I won the death pool last year.
He's talking about this here.
This year. It's this year.
What was the question?
Doesn't listen well. Okay.
Thank you.
You lose in football picks.
Not true.
You lose in Hard Rock bets.
That's true.
You lose in Sporkle.
That's true.
You lose in Death Pool.
Not true.
Can you name something you found success in this year?
Success in this year?
Yeah.
No, not much.
All right.
Nothing comes to mind.
All right. I'm gonna tell you strong. I'm gonna name give you a sentence. You're gonna tell me strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree. Okay.
Yes.
You are known as the douchebag of the show.
Disagree.
Okay. The troll of the show.
Let me rephrase it. Would you say scumbag of the show?
Okay. Scumbag of the show.
Joe's trying to push that narrative, but
Yeah.
I would disagree.
Okay.
Okay. The troll of the show.
Disagree.
Oh, okay. The burger boy of the show.
Disagree.
Oh, now you're just lying.
Disagree.
Now you're just lying.
Strongly disagree.
In denial. Got it.
Strong.
The crybaby of the show.
Strongly disagree.
Okay. The coffee bitch of the show.
Strong. Somewhat agree. I mean,
I don't think that's the case. If you're a coffee bitch, I'd be like, Gio.
right. That's
Yeah.
not the case.
It's not the case.
That's not how it started. It's,
Okay. All right. take into consideration.
I'm getting my coffee, and I'm getting a coffee in addition
Master's coffee
to mine,
as well. Got you. Yeah.
which is Mike's coffee.
No, Master. You gotta say Master. What game do you feel is rigged on the show?
All of them. Every single one of them is rigged, usually to make me lose.
Why should you?
Will you come up with your own games for next year?
Yeah, I'll work on a couple.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm in for that.
Why should you receive a higher salary than Carmen?
Because I have more experience.
Okay. Which new guest of the show are you most proud of? This year that you booked?
Baker.
That's a good one. Yeah.
He hasn't been on a single other show in this entire market.
It's true.
And he was almost going to be on twice, but I messed it up.
Whoa!
Hired.
Oh my God.
I didn't say it.
I dumped it.
Yeah. No, that is
wanted to.
That one I was proud of.
My mustache fell off.
Man, I gotta fix that in 2025. That's happened twice.
Last question for you. Who would you rather have on the cruise with you? Rough Shot Todd or your wife?
Ooh.
Oh, my wife.
Why didn't you bring her last time?
What was the reason last year?
She had my daughter at a soccer tournament in Tallahassee.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I don't want to babysit Todd anymore.
Will he be joining us on the cruise regardless?
Already signed up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Diane about getting him.
All right. Thank you, Gio.
Thank
you. Watch the mouth, though.
A+.
Pap.
Final questioning.
Yes.
Do you feel you are a trustworthy member of the show?
Yes.
Okay. Who should be trusted less than you on the show?
Everyone.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you have more personal duties for Mike or more work duties for the show?
I say that's equal.
I agree.
Which do you perform better at?
Personal duties for Michael.
Yep. He completely excels.
You snitched on Robert Kelly's kid.
I did not.
You stole drugs from Mike's kid.
I did not.
And on the pier, you whipped it out in front of kids.
I did not.
Wow. Wow. That's a hell of a year.
Whose kid is your next target?
It's you, Dizzy.
Okay, you leave my two daughters alone.
No, I was talking about you personally.
I'm a kid. Okay,
All
thank you. What do you feel was the greatest fabricated story about you this year?
Whipping out my wiener in front of kids.
Would you like
Great
to?
fabricated story.
So none of it was true.
No.
Do you want to explain what happened?
No.
And what the confusion was?
No, it was just a fabricated story. There's no
Okay.
reason to explain it.
I don't think you remember it.
It was I definitely remember it. I walked home from the pier and was stopped by the police. If I was drunk, I would have been arrested.
True.
And I was not. So
True.
Why'd they stop
fabricated story, 100%.
All right. What do you feel should have changed sooner? Your house guest situation or the locks on your door?
Oh, wow.
Well, one took place a lot earlier. So if you're going to look at them on a timeline basis, then the locks.
Okay. Last question. I received multiple HR complaints from Spanish. He claims that you were the reason for the rift between Mike and him.
Really?
Spanish claims you would misquote him. What is your response to these open HR complaints?
Balderdash is my
Balderdash.
Yeah.
One of the
100%.
key things was Spanish said when I called Spanish, he'd look at the phone and go, "I'm not a doctor," and just put it down. And he says that that's not true.
It is not true. What happened is he was taking a call from his girlfriend, and I said, "You're not a doctor. You don't need to be on call with her. Why do you have to take her call every time?"
Right.
And he changed that into that I said that he did that in reference to you. So,
Why would he change that?
I don't know.
You're the one who said that.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm the one who said it.
I don't know.
I am the one who said it, but I said it in reference to him about taking a phone call from his ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Then how did it come into with Mike? How did it come into play with Mike?
I don't know. he must have he misconstrued
But I thought
that.
you telling the story was you saying Spanish would look at his phone and say that I'm not a doctor or whatever, and you were the one telling that story to Mike.
No, that's absolutely untrue. I
So who told you that?
I didn't say anything about that. He said that to Big Dick, and Big Dick said that to Mike.
So he said Joe told him this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I would walk into his room while he had his headphones on and say, "Hey, your Mike just texted me. He's trying to get a hold of you." So why would I throw him under the bus when I'm walking in there and trying to help him?
I got you. Okay.
We're just confused.
Right. Yeah, no, I get it. It's all right.
I'm still confused.
That's all right.
Me too.
Okay, thank you, Pap,
You're welcome.
for your answers.
I'm happy to help, Disney.
Okay, so before I run over your grades, I'll run over what you guys all think you deserved.
Okay.
Mike A. Sorry, I don't know why I laughed.
What the hell?
Calvin A. Carmen A. Geo A. Pap A++.
Yep.
Mike, I'll start with you.
Okay.
Mike, I told you to be harder on your show's cast, and you took my advice and terminated one of its members.
All right.
You made hard decisions this year and stuck by them. You have gained plenty of respect from the listening audience and have shown you can make the tough decisions in the better interest of the entire show. But you did not have any inclusivity hires and actually fired the one minority on your roster.
Oh, DEI.
You also interrupted my review for Titus. C+.
Oh, man.
You were at a B+.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
I'll take it.
Galvin,
Yes.
you have been a key piece in the success of the show yet again. Whether it's coming up with the most content / game hosting duties, open letters, bringing the laughs, and sharing free betting advice to listeners, you have proven you're the best right-hand man for the show and you care about the listening audience.
Oh.
A+.
Oh, back-to-back A+, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Not even A+.
Yeah. I was just asking for an A.
Yeah.
I got an A+.
Carmen, you didn't take my advice in creating an OnlyFans, but one of your biggest complaints this year was not receiving enough pay. Was this your own problem creation? You have proven you will step up and help the show and also Chamberlain football team. Feeling underpaid, but not allowing that to affect your work habits has given you a B+.
Wow.
Thank you.
Sure.
Geo, you never attended sensitivity training and it showed this year. You constantly lashed out at people any chance you got, and you really enjoyed trolling and talking about people on air using this platform, which is funny. I appreciate that. Could this be because you grew up alienated on a porch? Or are you just a scummy guy?
Scumbag is the correct term.
The only reason you're getting rated this with a passing grade is because we all seen the concerns you had for Spanish during his downfall, but it appears you may become the new Spanish of the show.
Oh.
I'm going to punch you in the face when I see you. I'm going to punch you in the face when I see you.
Threatening.
D+.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. Don't
Bring it.
Lose my number, fool.
Bring it.
Lose my number, fool.
Oh, look at me. I'm shaking over here. Oh, no.
Lose my number.
You're gonna shake his mustache off.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Corporate Disney, was that grade affected by him cursing just a couple seconds ago?
Oh, yes.
You son of a bitch. Don't ask me for nothing.
Keep it down, D+.
Radio
Pap.
Yes.
You love to tell stories that are missing key facts and have been caught in multiple lies or half-truths this year.
Those are exclusions, but go ahead.
However, you have been faithfully executing the show's YouTube growth and have been flawless when it comes to Mike's household chores.
Thank you.
True.
You have been hired to take on new duties with me and my wife's podcast, and it is excelling. B-.
Oh.
All right. I'll what
Very
did I get?
nice.
That's improvement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I think you were D last
I think so.
year.
Yeah.
You know what Spanish got last year?
What?
No, I'm asking
No.
if Dizzy remembers.
Probably F because he didn't show up.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, there you go. Dizzy, end of the year. Very nice.
yeah,
Great
all
job,
right.
Dizzy. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. It was fun.
I think we should do mid-year reviews next year so that we kind of know where we're headed.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm down.
All
Whatever
right.
you guys need.
All right. We got to take a break. We're going over today. We're going to come back, and the Deep Inside the Music guys will be here with us next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. We got a live Deep Inside the Music coming up on Friday.
We
in
do.
Gulfport. You're going to be at the Ice House on 49th Street in South Gulfport.
Billy, hit that switch on top of the. Yeah, there you go.
That one?
There you go. There you
Now
go.
we can hear you.
Starting at 7 o'clock on Friday out there, it's a tailgate style party. What are you doing out in the yard area?
Yes, in the parking lot area.
Yep.
BYOB, bring a snack, bring extra for me. I have low blood sugar.
And what are you guys going to do? Are you going to do one of these deep inside the music sessions like you do on YouTube and on this show live in front of an audience?
Yes.
Very interesting to watch. And these people who get to see and hear it on this show get to see it live and happen in person. You'll hear things that you don't even hear here.
Here.
Do you know what you're doing on Friday? Do you know which...
We do. We have a set list, and we're going to do a couple that we want to do, and then we'll let the audience vote on the other ones.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. What do you have for us today?
Oh, my goodness. I've kept this top secret.
Okay.
Everybody knows this song, but you never heard it like this. Check this out. So now getting back to the vocals on this thing, like I said, this stuff does not exist in the mix. They must have muted it when they did the mix. And yeah.
I wonder how they decided which moaning stays in and which moaning comes out.
Yeah.
They brought in a guy. I think they brought a guy in.
Yeah. Or
Benny
does Robert Plant go, hey, when I yelled timber, take that out?
Here he goes. Robert Plant.
I don't want much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Sounds like a lot.
And here's the other.
Just a little bit.
He's serious about this little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And here's your line.
Don't?
What does he say?
Timber.
Why timber?
Timber.
Wouldn't that become a hip hop hit?
Timber. Timber.
Do you think he's listening to this right now, driving through Sarasota, going, "Jesus Christ,
Hating
us.
We took it out for a reason.
Absolutely hating it."
Sorry, Rob. Rob, we love you, buddy. Come on out Friday.
Yeah, come to Gulfport. Sit in the parking lot with us.
Imagine if Robert Plant comes over there and is like, "You got to stop this."
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm the timber guy.
So the guitar parts, you never realize all this is happening under all of it. There's this thing. What even is it? That's why he has trouble hitting the high notes now.
I bet, man. Just putting it all out there.
He used it up. Incredible.
Holy. Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Incredible.
This reminds me a lot of a couple of years ago when that Beatles special came out on Hulu or Netflix or one of those where they showed you the behind the scenes of the recording and all that stuff.
Paul McCartney and Rick Rubin.
No,
the other
this is
one
the one that
Peter
was
Jackson.
Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings directed it. They just had all that footage and they put it all together. And this is what I felt like. I got to be in the studio while they were recording, and that's what this show does. It makes you feel like you were there for the recording day.
Yes.
No matter how many years ago that recording was.
We have instances where they're practicing and they're talking about it. Freddie Mercury is cursing up a storm and slams the piano lid on the end of Bohemian Rhapsody. Like he didn't like what he did or something. And here you go, Galvin. So bass and drums recorded together. You hear them across the room. You hear vocals?
Play them all. Play them all. Yeah. That's pretty fancy, man.
Incredible.
You could see these guys live. They will be out there in at the Ice House in Gulfport, South Gulfport, on Friday, starting at 7 o'clock. It'll be a big outdoor tailgate style party. You can bring a chair, come on out there and listen to them. They're doing bands like Journey, Foreigner, Van Halen, Queen, Alice in Chains, and then they're going to let you guys decide on some of the ones that they do, like they do here on the show. They throw a couple out, and we've heard everything from Michael Jackson to Madonna to Bon Jovi, and it's a whole bunch of great stuff. And then, of course, you could find this and their other episodes and all of it on YouTube for free if you just go search Deep Inside the Music and then subscribe to their channel and help them. By subscribing, it's free, but it'll notify them when you're live so you can carry on and watch the rest of the episodes as they happen. Great job, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you for getting up early and coming in. Thank you for your patience and getting on the show today. Titus O'Neil just bullied his way in the door. And
That's all right. He said he'll be on an episode with us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That would be great. He's such a fun guy to talk to, so I'm sure he would do that.